This is Uncomfortable episode 23. 23? Yeah, 23. This is my guest, so I'm gonna let him introduce himself because I already pronounced his name wrong 3 times. So,
Can I ask you to try it?
okay, yes. Schwab. Schwabe. Schwabe.
We can hear like that. I'm
Okay, yeah, we
definitely
can.
here.
Okay.
I'm Shuey, man. I'm a regular guy. My name is True. You feel me? Niggas call me True because it's in my DNA. You understand me? 26 years old, 2027 next month.
Oh wow! Congratulations, Scorpio.
I mean not next month. I said next month. In December. I feel like it's next month. I need to hurry up.
Capricorn.
Yeah, I'm a Capricorn.
Capricorn energy.
What do you know about me?
I don't know anything.
Go ahead, tell me about myself. I was late.
I don't know anything. I'm not good with astrology.
Yeah, I don't. I feel like niggas use that shit to give out corny dating advice. It could be something.
It could
really,
be
really,
something, but
you
I'm not
know?
gonna lie. Like, okay, so I'm a Pisces. Not to interrupt your introduction. I'm a Pisces, but like, I have a rising sign, I have a moon sign, and I do believe that sometimes that shit does like play a factor in your personality.
Most definitely, it makes sense that
It makes sense.
your personality or like shit about you is based off of or the state of the earth that the earth was in the moment that you were born. Like
yeah.
The weather,
The time,
It
yes.
all plays a factor.
Yeah, for
in,
a
like,
fact.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, for a fact.
I get it.
But I do get what you're saying in a
Not
sense.
drag it. You know what I'm saying? Drag it.
I'm gonna go half and half with it because I have been told some shit about myself, like from readings, and I'm like, oh shit, you know what I'm saying? How did you know that based off my sign? Like that's fucked up. But I get what you're saying because some
You had a
people
reading
do.
before? Like,
I
you
did
had
have
a
a reading
reading
before, yeah.
I don't think I could do it.
You could do it. You could do
No,
it.
I know I can. But I don't
You do it. I had a reading. I did 2 readings. Actually, I did one in a crystal shop. I didn't really resonate with that reading as much because he kept calling me an Aries. I'm a Pisces, but my rising is an Aries, so I could see how he could get that a little mixed up. But then I had a reading from one of my friends, and when I had a reading from her, like I really resonated with it a lot. I actually cried because like I felt like what she was saying was like so fucking like it was hitting me like, and I felt like what she was saying was like playing key so much to the situation I was in at the time and how I was feeling about the situation I was in at the time that I just couldn't understand how she could pull that from fucking cards and explain it. Like I was really just like fucking flabbergasted. So I know sometimes my perspective has changed on that because I feel like it definitely depends on who you're getting reading from and where you're getting it because you don't have to resonate with every reading, and I think that might be the thing with people when it comes to astrology. Like they feel like everything they post according to the sign has to resonate. If it doesn't resonate with you, it don't resonate with you. If you don't feel like it's not you. You feel me? Like I don't like that. Oh, like you do this because of that. Like some people don't. Like you know what I mean? Like if it doesn't resonate with you, it doesn't. If it does, then if the shoe fits, wear it. Hey everybody, thank you for tuning into Uncomfortable. So we went off topic a little bit, but I just wanted to make this episode about what we came here to talk about today, which was basically about finding happiness in your relationship. So I'm going to go ahead and forward this to where we were actually talking about it, and be on the lookout for some more videos with Schwabe as we discuss different things. Thank you guys once again. Like we came here today to talk about because we went off topic, but fuck it, because like this is honestly like this is the type of episode that I like when I could just talk and we could just have a conversation and we could just flow, because to me I feel like this is what normal people do. Like this is a normal fucking conversation, and it just happens to be that it's on my podcast and it's on camera and we have mics and we have headphones. But if we didn't have a mic and we didn't have a headphone, we would be talking about this like you know what I mean, just chopping.
I don't think niggas gonna like really like even believe how we came across. Like no one's gonna believe. Like I have people that hate me. You're gonna think that I had this intricate plot, you know what I'm saying? Just get on this podcast and just
no,
talk
he didn't.
Like
so
that.
It's funny because he actually posted, and it's funny because I sent it to literally everybody, because before he posted it, I was literally having a conversation with my friends, my 2 friends, my friend Zania, my friend Treasure, and my friend's mom Crystal, her sister Brittany, and we were just in the kitchen. We were talking about bullshit and men and women and relationships, and we were just talking about certain shit, and I was saying how like I've never had a boyfriend. So I never been in a
Never in your whole life?
Never.
Why? Well, I mean, I guess it's
I don't know. Like it just never. He's like, why? Like everybody asks me that, but it just never happened. Like I never. And I don't know if it's me, because it's not that I didn't want to be in the relationship with that said person or with said people. It's just that either they weren't ready, or like it was too much for them, or they just wasn't in that space where they felt like they wanted to be in a relationship with me. And maybe the relationship with me was silent because most of them have been in other relationships with other women. But I feel like it just never happened, and I never got to a point like, and especially now in this day and age, and I always say this on my show, like I feel like in our generation, there's just a lot of games. Like a lot of people don't know what they want. They want somebody, but they don't want them entirely. It's just always like a commitment issue or whatever the case may be. So we were just
definitely hard these days. Keep going.
So we were talking in the kitchen, and I was saying like, you know, like I was saying I'm celibate, but my friend's mom was like, no, you're on a break. But I'm like, no, like I literally am celibate. And before I was messing with somebody that I just recently stopped messing with, I was celibate. Like literally, I was one track minded. Like I was literally focused on my podcast. I was literally focused on the shit. And I do feel like when I am celibate or when I'm not having sex with a person that I like, I'm more focused on myself. Like I don't have to worry about that other person. Like I don't have to worry. My emotions are not worried about them. My mind is not worried about them. I'm worried about me. So I was saying to my friend, I'm like, listen, like I do want a boyfriend. I do want to be in a relationship, but I feel like right now I'm meant to focus on myself because there's things within myself that I haven't touched yet. There's things within myself that I haven't opened up. Like there's happiness, there's like my sadness, my mentality, my emotions. There's things I need to get and grasp with myself first before I put that on another person. Because sometimes we burden people and we don't even realize it with our emotions, with our mentality, and that's not something that necessarily they want to take on, but they take on it because they love us. So I was saying that, and I was like, I think it's time for me to focus on myself. And then he posted, people will assume you're lonely when you don't have a romantic partner, but the true loneliness lies in constantly searching for yourself and others and only finding fulfillment in your life through dating. And I literally said that within a different type of like verbiage to them. And it's funny because when you posted it, I sent it to all of them. Didn't I send it to you? I sent it to her, and I was like, wasn't I just saying this fucking yesterday? And so when I said it, and when I told him that, like, he was like, he sent me some voice notes. He was like, yeah. Like, he was going off. And I was like, so do you want to come on my podcast? Because like, I could tell.
Like, hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I could feel the passion with when you were saying it, like how you felt. Like I'm like, nah, yeah, like I need to have an episode. Yeah, and you said that, like I just need to have an episode about that because I feel like it's so true. Like, and we were even speaking about it through DM before we got here. Like, you know, just how sometimes people seek happiness within their partner, with whoever they're dealing with, instead of seeking it with themselves, not realizing that no matter what, like if you seek happiness in somebody, it's not going to work.
It's never going to work,
it's
bro. That's the one thing you can't get from them. Out of everything you cannot get your happiness from them.
Yeah.
So how much pressure it is, how fucked up it is to
put that on somebody.
Put that on somebody. Like, we can't enjoy shit together because you're dead ass putting your source of happiness on me.
Yeah.
And that's like, people don't say that in words, but it comes out in actions over time and shit
exactly.
like that. Real talk.
So I wanted to talk about that because I'm like, I realized that that's something that a lot of people are doing. Like, you know, like, you're like, even in that sense, like, okay, me being celibate and not having sex and stuff like that, like, obviously not having a boyfriend, never been in a relationship gets to me sometimes because it makes me feel lonely. It makes me feel like, well, you don't have the experience to be in one, or you don't know how to be in one. So like, it does play with me in the sense that I do feel lonely sometimes, but I feel like I would never want to put my burdens but like heavy burdens on somebody. Like, there's days when I wake up right now and I'm literally like fucking sad. Like, I just want to stay in bed, and like sometimes I cry and shit like that. And it's like, when you're talking to somebody, like, and you explain it to them, like, so what if they don't know what to say? Like, you know what I mean? Like, what if they don't know how to react to you? There's some people that never dealt with shit. Like, I was telling my friend, like, I've never dealt with death. Like, nobody in my family that's died, I've been close to. Like, they've all been older, and I didn't really know them. So, like, I'm not someone that knows how to deal with death. So, like, say my boyfriend's mom dies, or my boyfriend, whatever, dies. How do I comfort you if I've never been through that? You know what I'm saying? Like, how do I be there with you in a way that you would, that could help you? I don't know how to. So, it's like, you have to create those I guess boundaries, but those things within yourself and with that person that lets them know, like, listen, I'm gonna be there for you the best way that I can, but I don't know, like, I can't help you, you know what I'm saying? And I felt like in situations like that, like, if I'm sad and I'm feeling lonely and depressed, like, I don't want to put that on somebody who's not sad and lonely and depressed, because now you're happy, and now here I come with my loneliness and my depression on you, and you're like, well, now I gotta speak to her, and now I gotta like make her feel better, like, and now I gotta be this type of person for her when I don't feel that way. Like, I don't want to do that to somebody. So I feel like it's better for me to get that shit in check with myself first before I bring that into my relationship, because it will only create for, like, you always have to do this for me, and you have to be there, like, and it obviously you want to be there for your partner, like, you know what I mean, like, you want to help them emotionally, you want to help them mentally, physically, all that shit, but like, it doesn't have, if it's a burden, it shouldn't be that way. Like, it shouldn't be like, oh, every time I talk to you, like, you're sad, and every time I talk to you, you're depressed. And I'm not like that, so now I have to like adhere to your sadness and your depression.
Yeah.
I don't want to do that. You know what I mean? Like I don't want to be like that.
Yeah.
So yeah.
You're selfless.
Yeah.
I think that's what it is. I'm the same exact way. You feel what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I'm trying to, but and I'm not trying to judge. I'm gonna just try to say both one because I don't want to. One's gonna sound harsh, whatever.
Okay.
The other one, I feel like you're selfless. I feel like you're like me. Like
Okay.
I put other people's. I could never burden somebody with the things I'm a chaotic nigga.
Okay.
I'm fucking chaotic, bro.
Okay.
I'm spontaneous. I'm impulsive. Like we had
Same.
voice notes, and we here today. That's the
Yeah,
type of shit I
exactly,
do.
right.
You feel me? Like I need to be able to do whatever the fuck I want, whenever the fuck I want. I don't know what the fuck I want to do tomorrow.
Right.
I'm not sure what I'm gonna want to do. I can't put that on you.
Yeah.
I can't. Even though I can handle it, I understand that like my personality is not for everybody to be able to handle. Nigga, it's too much. You feel
Yeah.
me?
I felt you.
And I went through a period where I tried to like lessen myself a little bit to kind of get with, you know what I'm saying? Maybe I'm too much. Maybe just it didn't work. You know what I'm saying? It's just not me.
That wasn't you.
Boom. Now, but I did have people tell me, and again, like I'm weary of taking advice and shit like that, because like you said, people project what they want and they project how they see their standard, their version of you onto you. People have told me before, like, you know, you worry too much. Why this, and that? Like, if it's gonna happen, you know, you get into a relationship and it goes that way. Don't think about it beforehand. This, and that. That's okay. You know what I'm saying? To act fearlessly when you're dealing with yourself. But when other people's feelings is on the line, their livelihood, their emotions, it's like, boom, now I have to walk on water, bro. Now I have to make sure I don't want to hurt nobody. I never want to, nobody. Why would I want to hurt anybody? You know what I'm saying?
That's not your intention.
You know what I'm saying? But you can't, so obviously you want to think like, damn, I don't want, and especially if you like the person, you don't want to feel like you lowering their light, you bringing down their vibration and shit like that. So you want to handle yourself beforehand.
Yeah.
I feel like it's a difference between men and women though. Because I feel like you could tell that to a nigga and he'll be like, I feel you.
And he really don't feel me.
No, he'll be like, I feel you, whatever, and then he'll let you rock. Am I bugging?
Yeah.
Niggas are kind of, I feel like, I don't think I've had a woman come to me before and tell me like, oh, well, I don't know. Women do that sometimes where they just want to dub you and no one say nothing. I had like a woman try to dub me before. She hit me with that whole like, yo, I gotta work on myself, this and that. I respected that. You feel me?
Yeah.
All the time. Even though I feel like now she's probably bullshitting. But regardless.
And my mom's friend, she told me, she was like, he's bullshitting. You know what I'm saying? Like, he want to work on himself. Yeah, he didn't hit me with the shit, but he just told me, like, you know, I want to work on myself. Like, I want to focus on myself. Blah blah blah, and she was like, he's bullshitting, like he does it. But I believe him.
Yeah,
like I still believe him, and even though she said on her thing, I believe him because I feel like I've done that. Like yo, listen, I need to work on myself, and it's not for some women it is bullshit, but I do feel like for some men, like you were saying, men and women are different. Like I could tell a man, like, listen, like I need to work on myself. I want to work blah blah blah, and they be like, okay, so like you wanna still talk? Like nigga, you didn't hear anything I said. Like you didn't hear nothing I fucking said. Like I just was in this situation with some guy. I was on this dating app. Like right after I finished talking to this nigga, I was on a dating app, and I'm like, right, like you know you want a boyfriend, you know you want a man, so like try to date, like try to be exclusive, like try not exclusive, but like try to keep your options open, like date, talk to people, get to know different people, go on dates. And I told this guy, we started talking. I told him, listen, I'm celibate, so. Just want to let you know that before you try to like, you know, sneak your way in. And he goes,
okay, celibate means like indefinite, like.
No, it's not indefinite. Like, well,
it's
not indefinite. So it goes hand in hand with abstinence and celibacy. So it's like,
it's two different things. Abstinence
it's two different
is like
things.
if you never had sex before.
Abstinence is actually if you never had sex. I think abstinence goes deeper into like your marriage type of vibe. Celibacy is like more like a vow to yourself or like a vow to not engage in sexual activity. So when I told him that, he's like, oh, okay, that's cool. Like, I'm not even... He called himself a sapiosexual, which is someone that is attracted to you based... No, is attracted to you by your intellectuality. So, like, how you think, with your brain, how your brain moves, how you speak. So he would say, like, yeah, you sound so... You're intelligent and blah, blah, blah. Like, you turn me on. And I'm like, all right. Like, I already told him I was going to be celibate. Nigga, so like, you're already fucking it up.
Okay, boom. Okay, if I think I know... Go ahead, keep going.
Okay, so you're already fucking it up, right? By telling me I turn you on.
Okay.
Because I'm a woman, so I know I turn you on regardless. Because you're a man, I'm a woman. Like, there's obviously that sexual connection. But I don't want to have sex, so you need to get that through your head. So approach me with that type of respect. And you don't have to like it, but respect me. Because if you told me you were celibate, I would respect you. Like, I wouldn't try to tempt you. I'm not going to send you nudes. Like, you're celibate. I'm going to keep that same, I'm going to respect you.
You see how my fault. Keep going, girl. Get to where you going. Go ahead.
So... as we continue to talk and stuff like that, like he would keep saying it, like turn me on,
and like keep throwing that little hand there, right there, like
okay, and then he lives by himself, so he's like, you want to come to my house?
Oh,
I don't want to come to your house. Like, and my thing is like, all right, I'm a grown ass woman. I'm 24. Feel me? So it's like you bringing me to your house, like, and this goes back to intention.
Yeah.
My intention is not to have sex with you, so you can take me to your house all the fuck you want, because I'm gonna sit on this couch and we're gonna talk. You feel me? Like, we're gonna vibe. I'm not touching you because I don't want to be touched. Right now. You feel me? So that's my intention. Now, what is your intention after I already told you I'm celibate? And you keep telling me I'm turning you on. Like, to me, that's disrespectful.
It's disrespectful as fuck. Like, what you mean? Like, you really
push,
violating me. Like, you.
You know, like, it's like you clearly want to push me toward the edge of fucking you after I already told you I am celibate.
Did you break down celibacy to him? Why?
Yes.
You told him why and what it's not. That nigga don't give a fuck, bro.
That's
like,
niggas
is pieces of shit, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's like the disrespect because
it's disrespectful, my nigga.
It's disrespectful, and it's like I told him, I'm like, honestly, like he made a joke, like he was like, you know, like I want to take you on a date, and I'm like, okay, well that's different. You want to take me on a date? I'm like, oh, and I'm the type of girl like, and I actually probably should change this by myself. Like, I'm a little bit too like, oh, like, you know, like I'm cool with anything. Like if you want to go to the park, I'm fucking cool with that. We can sit on the fucking bench and talk. Like, I don't give a fuck. If you want to go to Central Park and we have a picnic, like, I'm not the Ruth Chris and steak type of bitch. Like, we don't need to go to no expensive ass restaurant for us to have a date, because I feel like it's more about the connection, not where we're at. For me? And I told him that. I'm like, listen, I love Dunkin' Donuts.
Okay.
I love Dunkin' Donuts. He's like, I'll take you to Dunkin' Donuts. I'm like, all right, cool. Like, I fucking love that. Like, you know what I mean? I love Dunkin' Donuts. Like, buy man's coffee, we're cool. Mm-hmm. And he goes, all right, like Starbucks. I'm like, I'll take you to Starbucks. So, like, we had that little joke, whatever. And he said something like, if Dunkin' Donuts is all you want, I got you. I'm just like, are you saying that that's all I want and that's all I need so you can fuck me? Like, is that what you're approaching?
Nah.
Like, oh, you want to just take me to Dunkin' Donuts and you're trying to
way.
fuck me? That's what he said. Like, he said, if Dunkin' Donuts is all you want, I'll take you right now.
Nah. I think it's so. You was a jelly donut? You want to throw that shit out the window?
And I'm like,
and I can get the cheeks?
And I said to him, I'm like,
she said you want a jelly donut.
Right, I said, do you think that you could buy me? Like, I literally said that to him because I'm like,
not even buy me. Buy me a jelly donut?
like, do you think that I'm selling it? Like, do you think I'm selling it? Like, I'm not selling it. I'm celibate. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I just felt like, you know, like, what kind of type of fucking time are you on? Like, no. Like, and I feel like niggas don't understand. Like, you just ruined your whole chance. You could have even played it cool. You could have took me on a date. We could have went back to your crib. We could have chilled. We could have chilled again. And you don't even know. Maybe I would have gave it up. You don't even fucking know. But you ruined it before we could get to that chance. Because you was a fiend.
Okay, can I ask you something real quick?
Okay.
Only because you just added that point.
Okay.
Was there a possibility?
No. Not with him.
Okay,
not even a little bit. Not even a little bit. And I could.
So why you said that he ruined it for yourself when it was no? You didn't really ruin it for yourself.
I mean, in the sense
like you
that,
extra ruined it for yourself. Nigga. Like you already had no chance.
Like,
now I want to call a cop.
I feel like he was cool. Like, I was interested in him because like he FaceTimed me. We had a bunch of conversations, and we were having deep conversations. And he was like, he's a guy, like, he was into, like, he worked with credit and shit like that. So I was talking to him about credit. He was like, yeah, I can help you build your credit. Like, I could definitely, like, you know, teach you some things. I'm like, that's cool. Like, a nigga that wants to help me build myself. Like, cool. Like, I fuck with that. You know what I'm saying? But, like, I felt like he never had a chance anyway because, like, even when I was celibate before, I was literally one-track minded. Like, I literally did not give a fuck. Yeah. Like, I'm not... Niggas was trying to talk to me, bro, I'm good. Like, I'm super good off of you.
All right, so let me ask you now.
Okay.
Dunkin' Donuts. If a nigga was to take you to, I say, like, let's go to Dunkin' Donuts tomorrow, I want to take you to Dunkin' Donuts. Like, how would you feel? Would that like, the situation that happened before, would that pop back in your head?
Happened before because this is a different nigga. Like,
okay, boom. So then it's just a me thing.
Okay.
All right. So the same thing that you just, like, I didn't have conversations with women before we go into anything. Like, listen, I'm crazy. Like, I don't feel like doing relationship shit. I'm working on myself. Like, you feel me? I'm cool. Like, we could chill and vibe and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? We could fucking do everything else. But, you know what I'm saying? I don't want a relationship. You feel what I'm saying? Now, you see that after time, like, they kind of... First of all, before we even get to me, I want to say that nigga's violating, bro.
Yeah,
like, if you give a nigga a whole, this is why I want to better myself through celibacy. Yeah. I'm on a spiritual journey to better myself. It makes me happy. And niggas like, yeah, fuck that.
You turn me on.
Fuck that. Fuck that shit. I got a jelly donut. I got a box of glaze for you. I got a box of glaze. I got the bread. All right? I got the bread. We gonna run back. You feel me? Like,
it was really the bread for me. Cause like niggas when they got their own bread.
That's disrespectful, bro. I done told people shit like this. Yo, this is why I'm trying to do this, and I need you to respect that. And then you could tell. That's why I'm saying it goes back to communication is not the key to everything. It's comprehension and respect. For real, my nigga. That nigga comprehended, but he just didn't respect it.
He didn't want to.
You feel me? But that's why, like, I God damn, like I'm so like skeptical of people and shit like that, bro.
feel
Because
you.
everybody has a motherfucking motive, bro. I don't care what nobody says, like you have it. It don't always gotta be bad, but you have a motive regardless.
Yeah.
But either way, I've been in so many like not relationships, but in
Situationships that you didn't want
that
to be.
then went left, bro. But I'm a type of person that like, yeah, everybody has that issue with loneliness. Like I'm talking about, like when I was young, I was definitely lonely. Like I remember that. Like, and I went through a phase where I could not be alone. Like when I got my apartments, always somebody had to come over. This is not even to the apartment I have now. Like I definitely then invited everybody. Like, cause I hate being alone sometimes. I'm still working on it, but it comes from my fucking childhood. Bro, I was in rooms dolo. For me, like it's a lot of shit. I understand that. Like I'm not gonna project my own traumas onto nobody else. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like so. If I want to get into a situationship with somebody and not even sound like a you know, like I'm like, you know, being cocky or anything like that, I don't have to be in a situationship or look for that with somebody I know is gonna, you know, it's gonna affect them emotionally if it doesn't go right. You're somebody I'm gonna steer clear of because I'm not gonna even take the chance to fuck with your emotions. I'm not gonna take the chance to even, you know, like you, but because there's women out, there's a lot of fucking women out there that can do this that I want to do and not have an issue. Why would I go to the person that I know?
No.
You feel me? But this is the thing that women do, bro. This is why y'all break your own heart, and I'm gonna tell you why.
Hold on, before you continue.
Go ahead, because I got to hit you with some shit. I'm gonna hit your species with some shit.
All I'm gonna say is, ladies, know that the men know, because he just said it. Like niggas know when they're dealing with a bitch that is not ready for that. It's not even.
No! Don't try to take what I say and spit it on the niggas like
right. No, because
nah, we do though,
let me
bro.
tell you though, niggas know because they'll tell the bitch like, listen, I don't want to be in a relationship, I don't want to date, and it's gonna be blah blah. But then be doing X, Y, and Z to make her feel like that.
Niggas know like who to give certain energy to because you know what it's gonna do, how they're gonna react to certain things. So we definitely intentionally, or me, withhold certain things that we don't want this girl to take a certain way.
Yeah.
We purposely don't do certain things because I know boom. Well, first of all, I'm not even gonna fuck with you if I feel like you can't handle certain things.
Okay.
Especially even when I do explain it, I feel like you might be one of those people that might like try to pretend like you on the same type of time as me.
I'm definitely one of those type of person.
For real, you like that? It's all good.
No, I am like that for certain niggas. Like
it's not pretending, but it's trying to be.
It's
on
trying to
the
be in that same level because I like them. So I'm like, okay, like they said they don't want to be in a relationship. I don't want to be in a relationship either. Liar. Like, but I actually have grown to realize like, okay, I do want to be in a relationship and I want a man. So I know that now. Yeah. So it's like any nigga that's telling me they don't.
Is that not manipulation though?
Like a guy manipulating me or me
no,
manipulating
a guy? Like, give it to me. Not on some dick. It's not like intentional.
Not on some
malice
intentional shit, but
it is a little.
I think it is kind of manipulating them. Not manipulating them, but in a sense, but like I guess you could say falsifying.
Okay.
Because like in a sense, I'm telling them that what they want, I want it too.
Yeah,
knowing that I don't,
yeah.
And knowing that if things end up happening, that I might eventually create some type of emotional attachment to them. Therefore, considering that they are the problem because they made me feel that way, but they told me from the beginning X, Y, and Z. But let me tell you something. In the last situation I was in,
that is literally the script for like seven of my.
Yeah, but let me tell you something. In the last situation I was in, he told me like straight from the fucking beginning. Like he literally laid it out, everything on the line. And I feel like because I never had a man be so honest with me like about that before, I just was coming out of my celibacy. So I'm like, listen, like I know I want a boyfriend, but like because he told me this is what I want, I was like, I'm okay with this. Not that I didn't want a boyfriend still, but I was okay with what he wanted. Yeah. Because I'm like, I want this with you. So it's like, if you just wanted to have sex, like that's cool because that's something I can do with just you. Like I don't have to worry. Yeah. Like I didn't like him like that because I just had met him. If you think about it in a sense, like I knew him like maybe once time before, but like this time I actually just like met him for myself. So I'm like, okay, well like that's cool. Like I can do that. But if it's somebody that I know, like, and I've known for a long time, and it's like, okay, like, you know, maybe we've been Instagram friends, or maybe, like, you know, like, maybe I met you through somebody else, like, years ago, and I actually do like you, and you tell me some shit, I'm gonna be like, nah, like, honestly, like, I want a boyfriend, and, like, I'm not about to sit here and do that with you, because I know that I could possibly have an emotional connection with you, and, like, the nigga that I just stopped messing with, like, it took me a long time to realize, like, after we stopped fucking around, like, maybe you did like him, like, maybe you did take it a little bit, like, further than you wanted it to go, but I never was expecting shit from him when I knew that I wasn't supposed to. Like, you know, like when we were dealing with each other, like I was not expecting him to take me on dates. Like I wasn't expecting him to.
But you are expecting him one day to just change how you feel and start taking
on
dates.
No, like I don't think so. I think that that'll be on him, but like I'm not expecting him to because the thing is like when he told me what it was, I knew that
You
that's
agree
what it
with
was
it.
going to be. I agree
Okay.
with it. And I
Yeah.
knew. So, like, I think the thing that women do sometimes, they'll be like, well,
But I'm saying
he
like,
likes me, I could change him. No. You
that's
can't
what
change
they
him.
always do.
You
But
can't change him.
My thing is, all right, when you agreed to what you agreed to at the beginning,
Mm-hmm.
and you know what I'm saying, you didn't expect dates, you didn't expect gifts, you didn't expect all of that.
No.
But in the back of your head, you felt like, okay, but me being cool with this now is gonna make him realize that, you know, and that's gonna change into, if I just be cool with this now, if I just lay back and be chill, 6 or 7 months, he might realize, wait, this is the one, and you might. Did you have
Was
that
I
thought
thinking
process?
that? Was I thinking that? No. Because, like, every time we would chill, like, I'm not gonna lie, like, I liked chilling with him. Like, I liked having conversation with him, but, like, at the end of the day, like, I knew, like, we're gonna have sex. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I knew, like, we were chilling so that we could have sex. Like,
Okay.
I was never in the sense, like, we're gonna chill and he's gonna take me out. Like, it was one time that I told him, like, let's go out and do something. And, like, it never happened. And I was like, oh, he's fucking serious. Like, you know, like, he's dead serious about this. Like, he's not.
Doing that. He's not with nothing. No
He's
dates. We're not
with
going outdoors.
nothing. No.
Okay. I told you off it.
Like,
You're not going outdoors.
like nothing. Like, I
None
was
of
like,
that.
oh, he's dead ass. And like
kept it real, though. You feel
once I got that energy from him, I was like, don't put yourself in a position to feel X, Y, and Z if you know that's not going to be something you have. And I think that it took me. That was my first situation where I had to be real and honest with myself. Like, look, like, he said he wanted X, Y, and Z. You agreed, so act accordingly. Act accordingly. Don't expect nothing from him. Don't try to get X, Y, and Z from him. Don't try to do X, Y, and Z with him. This is what it is. And so understand that. And I had to have that conversation with myself. And I'm like, okay, I fucking get it now. Like, I understand what it was. And I respect him so much more for being honest with me rather than telling me what I wanted to hear and then switching up later. Because sometimes niggas do that too. Like, oh yeah, like, you want to be in a relationship? Like, cool, we could date, blah, blah. Knowing damn well they don't want to fucking date. Knowing damn well they don't want to take you anywhere. And they just do that because that's what they feel like they have to do to fit that description of what y'all fit in. So after he told me that, I'm like, all right, cool. Like, I get it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I see where we're headed. I see what we're getting. And even though I ended up, like, you know, liking him, whatever, I feel like that happened after because obviously, like, you know, talking to someone every day, having sex with them, like, eventually some feelings do, like, get there a little bit. It don't have to be, like, crazy feelings, but, like, eventually you do get, like, a little connection with that person. But, like, it wasn't to the point where I was like, well, he's taking me out and he's buying me this and he's making me feel this. So, like, oh, my God. Like, it was never like that, you know?
loves me.
Yeah, like, it was never like he loves me. Like, it was just like, you know, like, we have a little...
Now, let me ask though, like, because I've been on the other end of the situation where, like, I'm clearly trying to make it, like, I want you to understand what it is off rip. But I can't help who the fuck I am as a person.
Right.
I like to treat the people that I like with respect. I like to be nice. I like...
Yeah.
I like money to me is nothing. Like not it's not nothing, but it's a come and go thing. But that's how my mentality is with money, bro. You spend it as fast, you get it right back.
Okay.
So that's how I treat people. Like I'll spend bread on you. I don't give a fuck, bro.
Okay.
It's not because I want something from you. It's not because I already told you I just want to have sex. Now I bought you something just for the love, just because it's cool. Like, and now it seems. But I told this is who I am. Do I have to stop being less of me so that people don't?
I would say in a certain situation, you saw
I'll
how...
buy you food. This is now. I'll pay for this. It's nothing because I have it. You feel me? Like it's not.
But
This is
I
not
was-
my way of expressing love. This is easy for me.
But you got to think about it. Even if that's not your way of expressing love, for some people, that's their love language. So if you're
So sit there, but listen, women have to, just like, you know what I'm saying, you have the responsibility of letting niggas know, like, all right, I'm catching feelings now, slow it down. You let me know, I'll be like, oh, okay, let me get that back.
Right, like, you know what I'm
Give
saying?
me that back.
But some women,
it ain't like
but,
that,
but
nigga.
some women won't say that, like, oh, I'm catching feelings now. They'll just, like, expect for you to know. Or, like, they'll just be like, you know what? I like him. I'm going to see what happens.
How will we know?
Honestly, I'm not going to lie.
How would a nigga know if you're not just going to say
I'm
it?
not
If you're
gonna
not saying,
lie.
like, yo, I'm catching feelings for you now and it's getting serious,
It's
I need
very,
to let you know.
it's very obvious to me sometimes.
I don't think women just be expecting niggas to know. I feel like they know if they say something, we're going to stop doing what we're doing.
Yeah.
Baby. And you don't want that to stop.
Not only do you
And-
say something, but you start acting some way. Like, you ever been talking to a female and you told her, like, listen, I don't want X, Y, and Z, blah, blah. And then she starts saying certain shit. She starts moving a certain way with you. And you're like, this bitch like me. Like, you know what I mean? Like, she going a little extra, like, you know, she going a little X, Y, and Z further than what she was before. I think she likes me. Like, you know, or maybe she has a deeper connection with me. Or, like, now all of a sudden she wants to talk to me all the time more than she did before. Like, something has changed. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and I feel like a lot of the times a woman will tell a man, like, listen, I'm catching feelings now, so you gotta slow down. Because for me personally, as a woman, like, if I start catching feelings for you, there is no slowing down. I cannot slow my feelings down. Like, it's done. Like, I already have feelings for you.
You're saying that about yourself?
Yes,
Okay.
by myself. Like, either we stop what we're doing now, or we go to the next step. If we're not going to the next step, we need to stop.
So, okay, copy.
Because I don't want to get to that position, that point with you where I feel like I have feelings for you, and you're not respecting that. So you feel like because you told me X, Y, and Z in the beginning, like it's done. Like, no.
I mean, wait, hold on.
Yeah,
I
like,
definitely told you though. Like,
no, yeah, you definitely told me, but it's
how
just
somebody supposed to? I want to just know how somebody respect how you feel about them or the feelings that you developed. How does somebody do that? Like, how would you want somebody? I'm
well,
just asking,
I would say like, all right, like say like you told me from the beginning, like, okay, I don't want to be in a relationship, blah blah. Like in your sense, like, but now you're buying me stuff, and now we're going on dates. And to me, I'm confused because now that even though you told me you didn't want to be like you didn't want to date and stuff like that, to me we're dating because you're taking me places, you're buying me shit. You know what I'm saying? Like even though you said what you said, you're acting because you know what it is. Sometimes people's words and their actions don't match up. You know what I mean? And I've been a victim to that. I'm not a victim, but like I've been like, you know, like I can say that I've been guilty of that before. Like I would say like, oh, like X, Y, and Z, blah blah blah, but like what I'm doing, what I'm showing is the opposite of that. Like I might say I don't like you, I don't want to talk to you, but I'm calling you every day. We're on the phone every fucking day. We're talking about shit every day. Do I like you or not? You feel me? What I'm saying? Am I interested in you? What now? My thing is, how am I making you feel about what I'm doing?
Okay, boom. Let me say this. Like, maybe you could like somebody, because I feel like now I'm thinking about it, like, I've been in situationships where I genuinely like the person, but what I don't want to do with them is a traditional American relationship.
Okay.
That's what I don't want to fucking have.
So what do you want to do?
Because I don't know what the fuck that is, bro. I can't, like, huh?
What are you saying right now?
What?
American.
I said that because, like, we in this country. And I'm like, all right, a relationship in this country is like, oh, I don't know why I'm saying this, but just like in the area that we're in, like, a relationship is...
In Western civilization.
Yeah, okay. It's like, it's a certain way you have to be. It's a certain standard you have to follow because now we're in this relationship. I guess we do this. We abide by certain standards.
Okay.
I like you as a person. I like who you are.
Right.
I don't know how to abide by relationship standards and this is not, and I don't even want to take that chance with you. But I like the bond that we have. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, that sounds like some shit.
What?
That sounds like some crazy shit. I've been through that. Like, you know, like, and yeah, that's just crazy. Like a nigga, he likes having sex with me. He likes talking to me.
Mm.
He likes, you know, doing shit with me, like going to the movies, having said conversation, basically dating, but he don't want to commit. That's what it is. You want me because you like what I bring to the table, but you do not want to commit with me because you feel like because I'm such a good person, because you like talking to me so much, you don't want to hurt me. But you rather keep me where I am than bring me further because you know if you bring me further, you're going to hurt me. And you wouldn't want to do that to me. And that's what it sounds like. Because it's like, think about it. Like, and then, yeah. No, because I've been in a situation like that and I'm just like, do you have feelings for me? And it's like, no, I don't have feelings for you. You do. You do. And that's the thing. A lot of men are not emotionally available or not emotionally aware of what they do to women.
But if a nigga says that off rip, does that not bar?
But it's not about what you say of rip because you gotta think about it. Feelings change. People's change. So it's like if we're talking 6-7 months and at the beginning you told me I don't want to date, I don't want a relationship, and now we're 6-7 months in. What is it about me that is keeping you here? Because you can fuck multiple other bitches. You don't have to fuck me. You feel me? We don't have to talk. You can talk to other bitches. Okay. There's other bitches that probably want to talk to you too. And you could do that. So what is keeping you here? Me. Your connection with me. You clearly are connected to me in some type of way, but you don't want to commit. You don't want to take it a step further because you're afraid of hurting me. And that's because of the type of person I am. You feel like, okay, I don't want to hurt this person because I really do like them. And I feel like if I hurt them, that'll be it, and I'll lose them for the rest of my life. And I don't want to lose you. I want to keep you in my life. So to keep you in my life, I'm going to keep you at this point instead of bringing you to this point. Because if I bring you to this point, I'm going to probably hurt you.
Okay, now, what's, like, all right, is the nigga crazy for all that work?
No, I don't think it's crazy, but I think it's more about acknowledging that and trying to, like, figure out what is it that you want to do because you can't string people along. And that's the thing, like, I think a lot of men and women string men and women along. Like, I like what you bring to me. I like what we have, but I don't want to bring it further. Yeah. Because I don't want to hurt you. And I know that I'm capable of hurting you if we bring it further. Okay. And that's more of like stringing along because it's like if you know that you're capable of hurting me and you know that you don't want to commit, let me go. But you can't let me go because you like what we have. But why? Let me go.
Okay, boom. Nah, all right, there I got it. Because everything that you're saying, I'm feeling like, damn, I'm getting cooked right now. Like, I'm that man. I am definitely, I done been in situations. But I'm also the type of person that, like, I am more than willing to let you go and go through that period of missing you, this and that, and be over that, and let you go knowing that we had what we had, and at least I didn't hurt you. Not to say that I'm coming from a place of fear and shit like that. Like, I'm just scared, so I just, cut you off, push you away. Nah, like, I'm capable of letting you go because, if this is as far as we can go, and we can't go any further, but you don't want to stay here, I'm okay with respecting that. And, me, maybe it's the way I'm able to compartmentalize my feelings and shit like that. I can still be cool with the person. You know what I'm saying? But
some people can't do that.
I respect that. I'm not even I don't even try to. You know what I'm saying?
Some people can do that.
I respect it. I get it. You know what I'm saying? But in that case, I'm just trying to figure out. Like, I'm taking everything that you were saying. I'm like, damn. Like, I definitely feel like that about myself. Like, I've definitely been in a situation where I want to keep it here because I do like a person, but I understand I'm not capable. I'm not equipped. Like, I'm not equipped to be able to take it to that next level without
hurting you.
Exactly. I care about you. I respect you as a person.
Enough to not want to do you.
I don't want to do you like that, bro. Yep. Like, you feel me?
Yep. And but I respect that because I feel like, in a sense, you're protecting me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Don't vilify me because, you know what I'm saying, I'm trying to protect you the way I know how to. I just don't want to project certain things that I know about myself that maybe you don't know about me yet.
Yeah.
I don't want to project those on you.
And I get that because I'm the same way. Like, we're selfless, so like we don't want to do that. But then I realize like I can't always be selfless for every person. Like, some people, like, and especially when I get in a relationship, like, because when you get in a relationship with somebody, they have to know the ins and outs of you, right? Yeah. So you have to know everything about you, or they have to learn everything about you. So I realize if I'm with a person and I'm selfish, they will learn eventually, or I would teach them eventually that I'm not projecting. Like, this is how I am, and we have to cope through that. Like, we have to work through that together as a unit. Like you said, like you were saying, like, I can't be happy. I can't seek happiness within you. I have to seek that within myself. Yeah. So once I find that in myself, I'm still going to have flaws. There's still going to be shit about me that I don't understand or I need to work on. But, like, when we come together as a unit, we will figure that shit out. Because there's shit that you're going to have flaws on. And there's shit that you're going to need work on.
Wait, when you come together as a unit, you're going to figure out each other's flaws?
Not only figure out each other's flaws, but figure out how to work through them. Okay. Because no matter what, we all have flaws. So even if I'm happy, I still have flaws. There's still shit about me that I might not fully be like super content with, or like shit about me that I still need to grow within myself. And it might be that once we get in a relationship, you help me with that shit and I help you with your shit. But we can still be happy like separately and then we bring that shit together, but then we're still gonna have flaws at the end of the day. There's no couple out there that does not have flaws. You as an individual person, because you gotta think about it, and I said that on my post, like, one of my worst fears is losing the me and we. Like, I don't want to lose myself in my relationship. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to lose individually who I am as a person in my relationship. I want to come into my relationship as my individual person, and we just come together and try to make ourselves work. Mm-hmm. And I think that's something that a lot of people don't understand. Like, they get in relationships, and it's like as soon as something's go wrong, they break up. That's not good. That's trash. You have to. That's when you know that you're really in that shit, when you work to that shit.
I know relationships and friendships are kind of the same thing. My friendships that have lasted through the test of time.
Yeah, I've been through shit.
I fought. Like, we physically fought. I physically fought like 3 of my friends, and you feel me? What else can we do, nigga? We still here. You feel me? So
yeah. You have to fight for that
shit. Fake friends are the ones that after one little argument, oh, nah, but I ain't gonna lie, I'm keep my distance. It's not, nigga, he was never really my man. That's not something that we shouldn't be able to get through, nigga. You feel me? That's just us showing a little bit of color, us showing a little bit of ugly side, but if you was really my man, nigga, we worked with that, ain't nothing.
Yeah.
Bro. You just showed me you're not really cool, so it is what it is. But,
right. But that's why I think that it takes that getting through the ugly stages. Yeah. You know, even people say, like, having that tough it hurts, but you have to have it. Like, having that tough conversation with somebody. Like, I dealt with somebody, and he told me after he dealt with me, he was like, you know what? You helped me learn to have tough conversations. And I said, you know what? I'm happy that I helped you with that. You know why? Because now that means that when shit is going crazy with you, when another woman or shit is going crazy, you're going to be able to have that tough conversation that you don't really want to have, but you know you need to have. Because a lot of people don't want to have the conversation, but they need to have it. Like,
does
you need
it bother you that you made another woman better for somebody else?
No. I mean, at first, like...
I made that even better.
At first, I was kind of tight because I'm just like, fuck. And especially, obviously, like, I have heavy feelings for him. Like, I think that was the first person that I was like, damn, like, do I love him? Like, I don't know. Like, maybe, like, I have that. And, you know, you never know, like, we're human beings, right? So, like, you never know, like, do I love him? Do I lust him? And that's the thing. People lust after people sometimes too, and they confuse that with love. But like I think that I really had to ask myself, like, do you love him? Are you in love with him, or do you like what you have going on? Do you love what you have going on? But it was like I did build him to be with another woman, or built him enough to have a tough conversation with another woman. But I felt like in that situation, I walked away from it because I felt like because I couldn't get what I or that I wanted from him, it was okay for me to let him have a tough conversation with me to build him for his next relationship, because that's something he needs to work on. I don't need to work on that.
That's selfless. That's real. That's selfless.
Yeah, it is. Like,
it was like, listen, I can't really. We're not gonna work out, but it's not like I can't give a little bit of me to you to help me be a better.
Yeah, like
love. I feel like that's real. That's
yeah, like, and I love him, but like I feel like like if I have to build you up for somebody else, then I guess that's what I'm doing, because
that's my purpose for you. I had a bitch tell me like, any girl you ever talk to is my op. I deal with that type of shit. Well, why do you feel like that? Like, what the hell? I don't like that type of energy. But I feel what you're saying, and that's weird. However, I was gonna ask a question I forgot.
It's okay.
I'm at ADD.
It's okay. I feel like I have ADD, but I never been diagnosed. But I feel like I definitely have attention deficit disorder.
Nah, I feel like ADD. However, go back into what we was talking about not being able to. So how do you move about that situation correctly? You feel what I'm saying? When you know that, all right, you have somebody that like y'all in a relationship, or y'all gonna embark upon something that's like, all right,
further.
Yeah, and as a nigga, all right, she might be pretending to be on my wavelength right now. She might be pretending to say, all right, she know I don't want a relationship. She know I'm kind of cooling, but she's kind of pretending like, or maybe in my case, like, I don't want to like have to not be who I am. Do I have to not be who I am to not make somebody fall in love out of nowhere? Like, this is just who the fuck I am, bro. No. Like, if I'm with anybody, I'm rocking. Nigga, I'm in the crib, we bored, and let's go do something. You feel me? I'm buying myself this, I'm gonna buy you one. It ain't nothing. I
feel like you have to adjust yourself. It's not about changing who you are, it's about adapting. Yeah. So it's like, right, say you meet a girl and you tell her, like, listen, we're not gonna date, we're not gonna be together, we're gonna fuck, we're gonna chill, we're gonna vibe. And you take her on a date and you see how after that date, how she's treating you. How like excited she is, that's when you adapt yourself. That's when you change yourself. Like, okay, look, like she clearly has a different idea of what's going on. So either I stop this now or I adapt myself. Like, it's not about you being an asshole. It's not about you cutting yourself off emotionally. It's about, okay, like, I told her this is what it is, and clearly the way I am, she's adapting to it in a way that's not the way I want it to be. Like, she's clearly taking what I'm doing in a different way. Like, she's more like taking it emotionally. Like, she's channeling it emotionally, and she feels like me taking her out and me doing stuff to her is proving to her that I might have that quality in me for her, that I want to be with her. And that happens sometimes. Like, like, even I can say as a woman, like, if a nigga tells me he don't want to be with me, but he's taking me out, I have that hope, that little bit of hope that maybe if we continue to do this, he's gonna want to date me. But it's like, you're giving me that hope. You feel me? You're giving me that because you're taking me out. You're buying me shit. To me,
think that a nigga could possibly actually, a nigga that who might not understand how to move in this situation, like, how to control these, you know what I'm saying, sort of looking for, how to get to that next level. He might feel like he has a chance to learn how he did it, but he don't know how to get to that next level without hurting you. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Nigga that has that mindset. Fuck, I forgot what the fuck I was gonna say. Damn, I think it might be the wine. That shit's like fucking up. Like,
it's okay. It's okay.
Like
it's okay. It helps. It does anything to me.
So how would somebody move in that situation? Like, do you just fucking like not kind of? I don't know. I'm trying to figure out like.
I feel like you would, like that, in that way, you would move would be just like.
No, what I'm doing right now is like I'm trying to figure out how to talk around a lot of things, because what you're talking about literally hits home personally, like with mad different situations. So I can't really go into anything without going into anything. You feel what I'm saying? So. The general on this topic, like when it comes to dating and shit like that, and not getting mixed up and whatnot, I feel like you really just gotta do it fearlessly. You feel what I'm saying?
For sure.
Don't date anybody. Don't get into any situation. Knowing that if this shit went the worst way possible, like, this is what I do. Somebody told me I have to change this, but I don't think I'm gonna ever change this. Before I go into any situation, I always think about the worst case scenario.
Okay.
And I say, can I handle if this was to happen? You know what I'm saying? I know that sounds backwards.
It doesn't. It sounds like you're preparing yourself.
It's like, not preparing myself, not manifesting it like on some. This is what's gonna happen.
No, but you're just saying like if this was to happen, can I deal with it?
Yeah.
Can I go through that?
Can I deal with this in a healthy manner?
That's preparing
Can I
yourself.
not? Yeah, all right. So can I deal with this in a healthy manner? Can I not lose myself? Can I not become a lesser version of myself if this was to happen?
Yeah.
If the answer, I know the answer is no, because this is gonna drive me crazy. I'm not gonna deal with it. At least not right now in this time of life.
Yeah.
But if I know, and this is most of the case, like damn near 95% of the time, I know this is not gonna drive me crazy because. Again, like I told you earlier, I operate off intentions. As long as you don't ever, I don't care how actions go, I don't care how shit plays out. As long as you didn't intentionally try to hurt me, I don't feel like I could be heartbroken.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If I love somebody, you feel what I'm saying? Like we connect, I feel you. You the person I feel like you right for me. And then one day you wake up and say, I'm dope. Like, you know what I'm saying? I kind of want to move on to another nigga. I don't think I've been in that situation before, but I feel like
You
even if
prepare
I was in that
yourself for
situation, I can see how it wouldn't hurt me.
Okay.
And I would be able to
Move past that.
because the person that I'm with, or that I was with for a long time, like first of all, I don't look at people as possessions. I don't. I
Okay.
feel like everybody's
See,
an
that's the thing.
experience. Does that sound
Not only
crazy?
that is everything you experience, but I just realized the other day, like everything really is temporary.
Everything.
I hope I said that right because I have a hard time pronouncing words sometimes.
that we off the whatever. This
Not even that. Like I just feel like my mouth doesn't like construct the words right. But like temporary, because I
Yeah.
say shrimp and people be like
Shrimperary,
shrimp, like,
shrimperary.
and I'd be like shrimp.
I got a list too. From here.
Okay, see, I'm missing one right here.
Sorry.
But temporary, like everybody's temporary, and like for you to want to possess someone, I think that's wrong.
Yeah,
like
OG.
no one is ever yours.
No one ever.
They're just
Not no
yours
period
for
in
the
life.
moment.
But see how like, and this is what I meant when I said American. That was a stupid term for
No,
it.
but you're
like,
right.
That's like kind of the goal. Find somebody and make them your possession for the rest of your life, nigga.
And you can't do that.
You cannot do that,
And
bro.
this is why we have divorce. This is why we have breaking up, because you can't. If somebody was yours, they would never be able to leave you. They leave you because that person right there at that time is just yours for that moment.
Yeah.
And people sometimes grow out of you.
That's
Sometimes
it,
people
bro.
grow up and they realize, you know what? This relationship does not work for me anymore. And I need to seek somebody that does fit
And
me.
it's not that I don't love you. It's not that I'm just. It's like, yo, bro, we've grown. You've helped me grow to this point. But now I'm ready to grow,
Go
and I
out-
can't grow in the
yeah.
direction I want to grow with you. If someone was to tell me that, and I love them, and I know I care for them,
You're gonna respect
I'm
them.
respecting the fuck out of that. You
Which
feel
goes
me?
back to that comprehension
I'm
and respect.
happy.
Like you said.
I'm happy. I'm grateful for the time that we spent together. I'm grateful
Yeah.
for the fact that I was able to help you grow into a person that you want to be.
Yeah.
I'm helpful
Yeah.
that I learned certain things from you.
Yeah.
I'm grateful that we had all this time together. We had sex. We this and that.
Yeah.
I'm happy for that. Now
Right.
it's time for me to move on and do this and that.
Right.
Can we keep a good relationship? Can we do that at least? Nah, if not, okay, leave it. You know what I'm
But
saying?
you know what? A lot of
it's
people.
cool, dog. Like it's cool. We can't. You feel me? It's
But
cool.
a lot of people can
But
be
if that's-
cordial, and that's the thing. Like I've dealt with a nigga, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, we dealt with each other. I was 16 dealing with him.
Mm-hmm.
Right? We stopped talking, whatever. Maybe this was 19, so maybe he was a year younger than me. So like now I'm 20, he's 19. So I told him like, listen, let's be friends. Like I feel like we have had this connection since we were 16. Like he didn't want to be my friend. Like he told me I cannot be your friend. Like I literally cannot be friends with you, knowing that you fuck somebody else when you're supposed to fuck me. And I'm just like,
That's a nigga that don't really. I don't want to. I would feel like in my eyes, if I couldn't be your friend because you had sex with somebody else, it's probably because I don't care about you really,
Right.
like who you are as a person.
Right.
I only wanted one thing from you.
Right.
You already get that shit up, bitch. Like now I'm
so
tight.
now,
and
now I'm
it's like,
tight.
The fuck, nigga. Like,
Exactly.
now, would you want to be with a nigga who, all right, you know he's gonna treat you right, he's gonna do everything that you want him to do, blah blah, but he's changing for you. Like this is not who he is, but he's doing everything that
I
you.
wouldn't like that.
Exactly.
I would not like that.
Why would a nigga like that if a woman
Yeah.
was doing it? Like, damn, you feel me? You
Yeah.
can understand that, man. Women don't understand. Like, you can't change yourself.
To
I
fit
mean,
that
I'm not gonna
person.
say women. People. There's people out there that don't understand. Like, you cannot change yourself to fit somebody else. Even if you are doing everything correctly, we feel it. It's not like.
Genuine.
Yeah, it's not genuine. Gang. You doing this, and then I question myself. I take it a step further because I'm the type of nigga that overthink. I don't overthink. I overthink about overthinking. Then I'm overthinking about how much time I spent overthinking,
Yo, where's that shit
and how
at?
much time I wasted overthinking.
Look at that. I think too much. Like I swear,
Dude.
I swear,
So,
I literally think too much
I
about shit.
take it a step further and then I get angry. Why is this person so caught up on me? What is it about them that they're looking for in me? What void have they not filled out in themselves that they're trying to get to me for? And I'm the
That's a
type of
good
nigga like I
question.
try to be sympathetic. I feel like I'm very empathetic and shit like that. But also I didn't put in the work to work on myself.
Right.
So what work are you avoiding on yourself that you're just trying to
Put that on me, yeah.
like not put it on me, but distract yourself with me, and I got to deal with me being a distraction from what you're not trying to do with yourself. That's annoying, bro. And I feel like love and a lot of emotions. I'm sensitive. I'm OD sensitive. Like
Okay.
I'm so sensitive. Like
Okay.
OD. Like
Okay.
I'm highly reactive. I feel everything. Times 10.
Same, yeah.
So
Sucks.
where was I even going with that? Fuck. What was I saying right
Sucks
before that?
sometimes. You said you were sensitive.
Before I said I was sensitive, what I said?
You said you can't put that on somebody else, like somebody being the distraction for yourself.
Okay, yeah. So I try to like believe I'm empathetic, but I put in the work for myself because I know that I don't want to burden other people with my bullshit.
Yeah.
Because I respect other people. I respect anybody I'm dating. And am I being dramatic when I say like, yo, I expect someone to have that respect for me if we dating? You feel what I'm saying? Like, don't put what you're avoiding. You know, don't use me as a distraction to avoid what the fuck you need to be doing for yourself. And don't try to disguise it as love
Reflect
and
that
affection and
shit.
shit. Like,
Reflect
go
on that
deal
shit.
with that shit.
Yeah.
Then holla at me when you want to come back. Because I could feel that you're, like, kind of hiding from yourself and you just need a nigga that you want to distract. I could feel that. And that's not what I'm trying to be on right now. You feel me?
Yeah.
And then don't hit me with it's feelings and this and that because I want to feel love. I want to feel feelings. I don't want to, but I don't want this version of it. And I understand that this version of it is coming from a place of distraction. So like you're not really trying deflection, a little bit of insecurity. I know where it's coming from, and while I'm empathetic to it, I understand it. It's not something I want to deal with,
and that's okay. And that's
I done been in situations like that, bro. Like it's whack, my nigga. Like
it's totally okay. It's totally okay. Like you ever text somebody that you're talking to and you be like, "How you feeling today?" Be like, "I'm okay. Like I'm right. Like I don't know." And you just like, fuck, like, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like, you might be feeling like, I just might woke up and be like, yo, this is the best day of my fucking life. Yeah. And now that you're feeling bad, I have to adhere to that.
Because if I come out with this and that, you're going to feel like I'm violating
rushing
you.
over you. I'm not paying attention to you. But it's like, bro, like, I'm in this space where I'm feeling so fucking good that, like, I literally cannot let you make me feel down. And I love you, but I can't. And I feel like that's why I really have been in a relationship. Because I feel like there's so much shit that I have to deal with on my own in myself. And I don't feel the need to put that on somebody else. I don't want to. Like, I've been in that position where I've texted somebody, like, how you feeling today? Like, I'm okay. I don't even know how to carry the conversation after that.
Yo,
I don't even know what to fucking say.
That? Because I feel like there are people in the world who, instead of doing what you're doing, taking the time out to do the work, you feel what I'm saying, until you get to that point where you can deal with somebody without burdening them. Like, there's people that just date somebody who might be sad like them, who they can.
Right.
A crutch. You feel what I'm saying?
I don't want to be a crutch.
I don't want to be that. I don't want to, like, don't work on yourself.
Right,
Don't
go
deal with somebody else who hasn't really worked on themselves, too, and now y'all can both bond because y'all haven't worked on each other.
Right.
And
or use me because you know that I'm strong and I've dealt with that and I moved past it. So you feel like because I have, you could use me to, like, make yourself feel better. No. Like, that's not what I'm here for. And I think that's why a lot of relationships in our generations have not been working, because it's like people are looking, I'm not gonna lie, in our generation, we probably got the lowest number of relationships. Like, we are failing.
I feel like we need to put relationships all together just on a whole for a second.
We are failing. Nigga, I just told my mom's friend I want to have 5 kids. She said, you was supposed to start last week. I said, God damn it, she's right. You know what I'm saying? I am 24 years old. I'm about to be 20 motherfucking 5. You feel me? I'm about to be 25. There is bitches my age that already got 2 motherfucking kids. 2 motherfucking kids. I ain't even got one. I ain't even got a nigga to have a kid with. You feel me? Like, so it's like, when am I going to meet that person? And that's what scares me. Like, that's what I have, like, thoughts, like, major thoughts about, like, loneliness and dealing with having to figure out, like, and it's not because I'm feeling like I do feel like I'm on a time clock, but it's not only that. I just feel like, when am I gonna find my nigga? Like, when am I going to find my nigga so we can get to that point? I'm about to be 25. So, like, for a woman, 30 is, like, the age for your optimal age for you to, like, have kids. You feel what I'm saying? Like, 35 is, like, you're pushing it. So, I'm like, I want to have at least a solid foundation with the man that I'm dating. Like, I don't want to date you for 6 months and now we're pregnant. Like, you feel me? Like, I want to date you for a solid amount of time. I want to know you when you're mad, when you're depressed, when you're going through shit, when you're feeling X, Y, and Z, when you've lost your job, when you're trying to navigate through life, or you're an entrepreneur and you want to, like, I want to navigate that life with you. So that takes time. That's not a one and done. That takes time. So I feel like, when am I going to start that?
No, but That is a feeling worth spending your whole life looking for. Finding somebody that is on your same type of time that could, you could really build a whole family with. That's a feeling worth, searching your whole life for. Not to say that that's how you go about finding it, but it's worth that amount of effort.
Yes.
It's very hard to get that. You know what I'm saying? Like, clearly, how many marriages do you know that didn't, really flourish and, like, lasted for that long? I don't know. Now,
I don't know.
What I'm about to ask
I have no examples of that.
Me neither.
Nigga, she said you haven't seen my parents, bitch. That's your parents. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Even though it's like one out of like, one in every fucking 700.
Right.
But anyway, so it's very hard to achieve that. You found your soulmate. On top, once you found your soulmate, you have to see if y'all compatible in raising kids together. That's a whole nother thing. That's a whole nother avenue.
Whole nother ballgame.
So it's very difficult, and the chances of that happening. If you really find somebody that you can do that with successfully, you're fucking lucky. It's a miracle. That's how I feel.
That's like winning the fucking lottery.
Gangster. Now, let me ask. This is a crazy concept, all right? This is I'm just throwing this out there. Okay. I'm not saying, I'm just asking that because I just think somebody else's opinion.
Ask it. It's okay. Okay.
How do you feel about the pursuit of co-parenting versus trying to be in love with, like, having a baby with somebody or raising a child with somebody that you're in a... You feel me? Because parenting a child and being in love are two fucking completely different things. I understand that. Oh, let me get it all out because I have ADD. I'm going to forget.
Go ahead.
Y'all could be together. Y'all have a relationship.
Okay.
You wake up every day. You don't know how you're going to feel. You can't dictate your feelings. You know what I'm saying? You could be madly in love with this person. But a child, once you have that child, it don't matter how you feel no more.
No.
Your feelings of love and how you feel about me cannot dictate what we do in this child's life, period.
That's a fact.
You feel me? So why is love like the biggest factor in creating a child? Like, I don't get that. Love is a feeling that can be changed every day. Nigga, this child that we didn't have together, that we can be like, all right, listen, we're not in love no more. So what we gonna do about the child? We're gonna give it away? You can't do that.
No, you can't.
I've been thinking about like I said, I've been, asking about opinions and shit like that. Like, how do people feel about finding somebody that like you may be attracted to, who would be a good co-parent with you? You feel what I'm saying? Because not even on top of falling out of love. You know what I'm saying? People move across. We have different ideas in career. My career is taking me over there. Yours is over here.
Yeah.
Or we gotta have, it's so many different things that could fuck up a child's life in y'all relationship.
Yeah.
So when it comes to literally having children and raising somebody who's gonna be healthy and grow on,
right?
Why don't people? How come no one has ever thought about co-parenting? Like, straight up finding somebody that you respect, somebody that you know can be a good parent with me. We might not be in love, but we are two people that can raise a motherfucking child to be the best that they could be. You feel me?
I think that
because love just got to be in the equation, right?
I don't think that love has been the equation. I think that that goes all the way back to just like history and like what we known to be like the staple for kids. Mm-hmm. So like what we've known is always mom and dad takes care of child. And mom and dad is married and they live in a household together. Because we even know situations of parents that are not happy being together, but they coexist with each other for the child's sake.
And they think they're doing like you're kind of doing a disservice to the child.
Right.
You feel me?
I feel like personally, like if I get married, I want to get married, just whatever niggas out there for me, whatever. Like I want to be married or whatever. But I feel like personally, if my marriage doesn't work out, like I'm totally okay with my kids knowing, like, listen, mommy and daddy loved each other, but right now what we're doing here right now is to be the best parents that we can for you guys. Like, Don't worry about what we have. Worry about what we're doing for you. And I think that co-parenting is a good idea. Like, I think that people who can't co-parent, like, there's relationships that they have, like, where the mom hates the dad or the dad hates the mom, and they can't co-parent. Like, this has nothing to do with you. Feel me? This has something to do with your child. And I feel like once you have a child, shit changes. You feel me? Like, I think there's nothing wrong. It don't matter about your feelings no more.
It don't matter if you wake up, you don't love me no more.
I don't think there's anything wrong with co-parenting at all. Like, I feel like co-parenting is the best thing you can do because, like you said, shit changes. Like, as we get older, like, I feel like we are forever learning, right? Like, life is all about learning. So I feel like as we grow, as we continue to grow and age, we grow in life. So I could be married to you at fucking 25, right? 26, 27. And at the age of 40, I'm a different person. And you're a different person. And now we don't mesh anymore. And that's fine. I think it's the fact of us having respect for each other enough to know that because we don't love each other anymore, our kids are still important. And we have to be there for our kids. It's not about us anymore. It's about our kids.
But love sometimes is what makes it so that that's fucking impossible to even be good co-parents together.
Yeah, it
we
does.
Can't. Now
you
we
can't.
toxic. Now we
you're
fighting
toxic.
in front of kids.
And,
now we this and that.
And I get that.
Now
point,
we're using kids as a tool against each other and shit.
And I feel like when it comes to that, that's not love. Because if you love somebody, you would never use your child against somebody.
Boom.
You would never do that.
Okay.
If I love you, I respect you enough to know that we are not together anymore, but our child is our main priority.
Okay, so I want to get in a conversation about love. But so your answer to that question, do you think it's crazy? Do you think that's a crazy idea? Do you think that's like a crazy concept? Okay, cool.
I think that co-parenting is better than pretending that you love somebody for the rest of your life. Like, I don't really see myself doing that. Like, if I me and my husband end up not being on the same type of terms, I would hope that we have enough respect for each other to let each other go, but still be good parents to our kids. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Our relationship has nothing to do with our kids. Yeah, real talk. You're still a good dad for our kids because you're you. I'm still a good mom for my kids because I'm me. Feel me? And we respect each other enough to be in that level. I don't have to love you for our kids to feel loved. I don't have to love you for our kids to flourish. Our kids will flourish just in the fact that you're a good dad and I'm a good mom. You feel me? Like, it don't have to be that we love each other. Okay. We have to have love for each other, but we don't have to be in love with each other. And I think that's something that a lot of people lose. We don't love each other anymore, so I have to hate you and nah, I'm not gonna let you see my kids. Like, there's moms that do shit like that. Like, oh, we can't be together, so now you can't see your son or your daughter. Like, that. What the fuck does that have to do with you?
Very
like,
bad.
what does my child have a relationship with you have to do with me having a relationship with you?
I feel that. Nothing. And it's simple to ask that. Like, yo, you sound like why would you even? You know what I'm saying?
Why would you even do that to your kid? Like, that's selfish.
Boom. Again, I feel like I like to consider myself a very empathetic person. I've never even been in that shoe, so I can't even imagine the thought process that goes behind that. But I know love is the damn source of the shit.
Yeah.
So it's like, all right. Like, clearly love, like you said, it might not be love, which is going to lead me into my next question. But still, like, I don't know. I can't say it because I've never been in those shoes.
That's a fact. I agree. Crazy, but you know what it is? I'll just say this before you answer the question. Like, loving someone and being in love is two different things. Okay. Yeah. I can have love for you and not be in love with you. I know. Yeah. And I can have love for the fact of what we had, but not be in love with you still. And still respect you enough to be like, you know what? Like, I think that a lot of women and men take it in the sense like, all right, like, maybe you disrespect me. Maybe you did me wrong. Maybe you cheated on me. But at the end of the day, that still has nothing to do with your kids. You feel me? Like, that's an innocent child right there. Like, and I feel like even growing up, like, my mom used to tell me shit about my dad. You feel me? And I think that changed my perspective on my dad because of how he hurt her. Yeah. She didn't realize, like, I'm telling you shit about the things that your father did to me, to you. Yeah. And that changed my perspective on him as a person. Like, I felt like he's a bad guy. Like, look what you did to my mom. Like, you know what I'm saying? But like, in a sense, like, what you did to my mom has nothing to do with me. I'm a child. You feel me? Like, that was what y'all went through. Like,
let me tell you something, bro. Let me ask you something, bro. Like, you ever heard of stories of parents taking out, like, what happened with the mom on the kid instead of vice versa? Like, I feel like I went through that my whole life. Like, I look just like my mom. You feel what I'm saying? And that shit caused a lot of rift between me and my pops. You feel me? Like, I feel like there's situations like that. I don't know where I was going with that, but I just meant to bring that up.
True. It's true. Same thing for a lot of boys. Like, you look just like your dad.
Just like my mom.
Now I have to treat you like I would treat your father because I can't treat your father like that because he's not here. So now I'm gonna treat you like I would treat your father.
Now was that? I know. You know what I'm saying? Like, parents are not perfect.
Right.
I don't feel like, they always obviously they don't always make the right actions and shit like that, but
yeah.
Is it love? Like, it gotta be love. I'm trying to figure out, like, all right, you're so hurt by, I'm trying to, like, talk about this without going into my personal own situation. Like, but, like, all right, my pop's so in love with my mom that, like, the fact that I look like her and they're not together, like, does that
traumatizes him?
All right, that's it. That's all it is, yeah.
Traumatizes him. So it brings back memories, brings back shit.
That's all. I need shit. Okay, so what was I gonna ask you? Okay, cool. We was talking about attention and we was talking about love.
Right.
Question for you: do you feel like if someone, is it love if you can intentionally try to hurt somebody? Do you love that person? No. Even if that love, I mean the intent, like, you want to see them hurt, like y'all was together, it went left. You love them, they broke your heart, and now you want bad for them. You want to see them go down. You want to do shit to hurt them. Did you ever really love that person?
No.
How could you? You feel what I'm saying?
Because if that's how I ask myself questions about men that cheat on women or women that cheat on men.
Cheating is different though. Cheating is different. Cheating and hurting somebody is completely. Cheating can have nothing with. I'm sorry, I'm keeping it real, and I'm keeping it real for the niggas. Cheating could have absolutely nothing to do with the women that you with. It has nothing to do with you trying to hurt her. I'm talking about when you that is you scratching the itch, bro. That's you. You know what I'm saying?
But I feel like if you
it's
know,
fucked up.
It's fucked up because I feel like think about it.
There's billions of people in the world. Like I feel like you said earlier, why would God put all these bad bitches on the earth? But like
it's the same
that's
thing
an itch. That's human nature. I don't feel like humans are supposed to be monogamous. My phone stuck.
No, but I understand you. But it's, even for women, like, why would God create all these fine ass men? You know what I mean? But like, if I'm with my nigga, you're my nigga. I don't see. I could find another nigga attractive. Am I going to pursue him? No. Why? Because I know that if I did, it would hurt you. It don't have to. Maybe it doesn't have anything to do with you. Maybe it could be an itch that needs to scratch. But I know scratching this itch is gonna hurt you. Because if you find that I cheat on you, you're gonna be hurt regardless.
So just don't find out.
No. You see, these niggas is crazy.
Now I'm about to get on the nigga type of time. Sorry.
Oh my
I'm about to
God.
put on a different mask.
Like,
I'm about to put on a different mask right now for me because now I gotta stick up for you. I gotta be our spokesperson.
Okay.
Now, all right. When it comes to cheating, I only cheated one time when I was 18. The only reason I don't cheat is because I have a moral. There's something in me that's like so moral, like bro. And I'm not pussy. I'm not scared, but I'm gonna tell you like, yo, I want to go fuck this other girl. I don't want to do this no more. So
Okay.
you know what I'm saying? If I can't do that,
Honestly.
yeah, you feel me? I'd rather do that than go because now I feel pussy. I'm behind your back with it. I'm a
Yeah,
grown ass
okay.
man. You feel me? Like, so I don't cheat.
Okay.
However, I can understand that like I've had attractions towards women while I'm with another woman, but that has nothing to do with my attraction and how I feel about you.
Okay.
It's a completely different person.
Right.
Like,
But
I
think
can be
about
attracted to this person. I could want to have sex with them and go about my life and still love you.
But think
I know it
about
sounds
it.
crazy.
But think about it in the sense that if you loved her, right? Even if you're attracted to other women, because you could be attracted to anybody.
If I loved her, I would not commit that. I wouldn't do it.
Exactly.
Okay.
You loved her. If you didn't want to see her hurt, you wouldn't pursue that other woman, no matter how attracted you are, because you could be attracted to people. That's different. Attraction it doesn't matter if you're in a relationship or not. Like I could be with my man and I still think that man is attractive.
Yeah. So,
but am I going to pursue him? No. Why? Because if I did pursue him, even if my man didn't know, even if my man found out if he didn't know, I know that if he did know, it would hurt him.
So that would hurt
and I
you.
don't want to intentionally hurt him.
Now
so I don't want to intentionally deal with this man knowing that I am with somebody else.
So, is it the feeling or the action that means you can't love? Because if you feel like, damn, I want to do this, but I'm not going to do it because I'm in this relationship. But, you know what I'm saying? Like, that, can you not love a person even though you feel it, but you're, stopping yourself from doing it?
I feel like at that point,
you don't love them?
Not that you don't love them, but you don't want to be in a relationship with them. Because if I want to fuck other people while I'm with you, that don't mean I don't want to be with you. That means I don't want to be serious enough with you that I wouldn't want to fuck this other person. Because if I have the urge to fuck them and I'm trying my hardest not to, that means that me and you, everything that we have, it might be good, but it's not enough. And that's okay. Some people can admit that. Like, what we have is not enough for me. Because if I want to go out of our relationship and seek other shit to find shit, that means what we have is not enough.
And
it's not enough to hold me here. It's not enough to keep me here. Because think about it. You wouldn't cheat on your girl if everything was
everything was on point. Like if everything was A1, what do I need another bitch for? You do this right. You check off every box. You check off all the boxes.
What the fuck do I need?
But it's hard to find somebody that's checking off every box. If you're missing a couple boxes,
right,
I can let it go for a little while. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But after a while, I need that box check real quick. It's not something I need all the time, but I need that box check real quick. So you might not be enough. Yeah.
You might not be enough.
How do you tell somebody that,
but
bro?
You don't even have to tell them you're not enough. It's like, this just doesn't work for me. You feel me? Like this relationship does not fulfill me in the way that I want to be fulfilled. And then it's instance where like you ever hear stories of these niggas that cheat on every bitch they've been with, then they get with one bitch and they never cheat on her ever. Like never ever again. Like they never would think about it. Why? Because that girl for them
ended up being enough for them.
She fulfills
like,
everything that they need. In an emotional level, on a physical level, on a mental level, she hits all the spots that they don't need to go outside that relationship and find anything else because they know they will never find anything like her.
Okay, and I have people like, I've had someone say that shit to me straight up, like, I'm just not enough for you. It's okay for you to say it. That shit made me feel like the shittiest fucking person in North America. So I figured, yo, fucking now it's time to work on me and make her enough.
But you can't make somebody enough. They have to be enough already.
I know. But you see what I'm saying? Like the state that kind of put me in, like, damn, is there something wrong with me? I can't find I can't find this person enough for me. Like, yo, is no one ever gonna be enough?
But you know what?
Now you want to work on yourself. Now you want to try a little bit harder.
Yeah.
Now you want to be like, yo, there's something wrong with you, Shway. This is a beautiful person. It's this, it's not. You need to, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But you
and
know
then
what?
you string this shit
You
along.
string along, yeah. But you know what it is? Like, I realize also, like, when you find that person that is enough for you, they don't have to hit every single mark, right? Like, so if I find somebody that mentally stimulates me, emotionally stimulates me, physically stimulates me, but there's a little bit of shit about them that I'm just like, ooh, I don't know. We could work on that. Like, not everything is detrimental. But if you meet somebody and it's detrimental shit that they're doing, clearly they're not enough. Like, so if for you, if like bitches like shaking their ass on Instagram is not something you would want for your girlfriend, and she mentally stimulates you, she physically stimulates you, everything is there, but she shakes her ass on Instagram, she'll never be enough for you. Because that's something that's detrimental to you. That's something that you cannot get past. Something that will never work for you. Same thing for me. Like, I don't want to date no nigga that's swinging his dick on Instagram. I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck if you stimulating in every category. If that's what you're doing, that's something that bothers me so much that I can't get past it. Like, I can't work past that. So I always will look for a nigga that does not do that. I always look for a nigga that has everything that you have for me, but then that as well.
He said swinging his dick on Instagram. Now, is that like a metaphor? Or you mean like a nigga who just puts up selfies and actually knows that he's attractive?
Yeah.
Any nigga that seeks any attention from anybody else, like anybody that likes validation,
like,
fuck that nigga. Like,
you
fuck.
ever, like, I don't know, obviously you're a nigga, so you never seen it, but as a woman, like, I can tell when a nigga is like looking for attention. Like, I can tell, like,
what's wrong with that shit?
It's nothing
I be looking
wrong.
For attention. I like attention. Don't
I
mean
like attention too. I like
don't care
attention
who I
too. But
get
if
from,
I'm in a
like.
relationship, I can't seek attention from other people. Like, that's not. I feel like that's not.
Why do relationships bar like it just cuts out human nature and actual literal human desires?
You know what I think it is? Because it's like that other person is supposed to be that person you get that from a substantial amount. So it's like, if I'm in a relationship with you, you're supposed to be the person that I get most of my attention from. I shouldn't be seeking attention from other people.
What if you're a person that likes attention from mad people? You're just like that. But I like my version of attention from you. I like this more than I like it. But I'm a person who just likes attention.
I feel you. That's different.
That's just me.
Because I'm just the type of person, like, not that I like attention, but like, I like to make people laugh. Like, I think that's like fucking funny. You know, so like, I might post a video to make people laugh. Like, now if you think I'm seeking attention, that's on you. Like, you feel me? Like, that's something you have to deal with.
And even you're kind of like taking the ability away from me to be able to navigate through the attention. I mean that too. Yeah, I didn't even think about that. But also, like, you're not giving me enough credit to be able to say, like, oh yeah, I'm getting the attention, but that's where I'm leaving it at.
That's what I'm leaving it at.
I'm not going to do nothing else, nigga. Why are you taking that from me? Like, give me that chance. Like,
I think
damn, my nigga.
that's true. Like, a lot of times, like, relationships limit you as a person. And I said that in my last episode. Like, I think that's why also, like, I realized, like, I'm not ready to, like, consider somebody else with everything I do. Like, I'm just really not. Like, I just post whatever the fuck I want. I just do whatever the fuck I want.
I can't sit here and think about.
I don't need somebody telling me, babe, you can't post that because
wild out. Like,
you can't. I'm just be like, bro, chill. Like, I could post that if I want. Like, and that goes back to the topic of the conversation. Like, you need to be your own individual person before you become a we. It needs to be a me before it becomes a we. And when you come into that we, you still need to be yourself. Yeah. You can't lose yourself in the we. Because a lot of people do that. Like, oh, my boyfriend don't like this. Or, I don't care if you don't like that shit. Like, right, like, I like this. So I don't give a fuck what you like all the time. Like, it can't always be about what you don't like because we're together. Like, you have to respect the fact that there's certain shit that I like to do that you don't like. And that's okay. You don't have to like it. Because I'm not an individual person. That's the thing. That's why I said everybody's temporary. Because, like, when I leave this relationship, I'ma still be me. And you still gonna be you. Yeah. And you gonna be you with whoever you gonna be with. I'm gonna be me with whoever I'm gonna be with. And even if we end up like separating and I'm still by myself, I'm still going to be me. Mm-hmm. And I'm gonna find somebody that accepts me for everything that I am without trying to change me. Mm-hmm. People try to change people. That's it, bro. And that's the problem. Yeah, you can't try to change me to fit you. That's not gonna work.
I would never do that. I don't see myself being able to change anybody. Like, I'm looking at you for who you are, not the mental image in my head. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
that's a big one, mental image in my head.
The mental image in bitches' heads. I'm sorry. I keep trying to make it like about. I'm making it about women because I'm not hurt, but I'm annoyed. I've been in a situation. That's why I keep saying bitches. Like, it's everybody. Everybody has that mental image in their head that before they meet the person, they meet them, they have that, and then they meet them and they want that person to match up to the mental image that they have in their head, and that fucks up you getting to know them.
Yeah,
it fucks up so much, bro. And this shit is whack. And it's like, I don't understand why you would do that, and I don't understand. Like, why does a person do that? Why do you
Yeah.
even have a mental image for this person to fit?
Mm-hmm.
Why do you not see a person to say, I want to get to know who you really are, and if it's compatible with who I am,
It won't
cool,
work.
then we work.
I think
You feel me?
that, like, especially me, never been in a relationship, I don't know, like, kind of how to do that. Like,
What you
I
mean
feel
we're
like,
not-
so, like, when I meet a person, like, the last guy I was dealing with, like, I didn't really know if I liked him at first. I was
Yeah.
like, whatever, don't like him. Like, I literally tell myself, like, that,
Mhm.
don't like him. Like, don't like him because it's not going to go well. When I did end up liking him, I told myself, like, do you like him for the person that he is and what he presents to you, or the type of person that he is for you in your mind?
Mm.
Like, what part? Which one do you like?
Mhm.
So you know what I'm saying, because you always create a version of that person in your mind, because that's who you want them to fit for yourself.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and it's, you do it unintentionally. Like, you don't even do it intentionally. Like, I'm not intentionally trying to make you fit me,
Okay.
but like in my brain, this is what I would hope that you would be
Yeah.
for me,
Okay.
because this is like the type of person I want for myself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I realized, like, I had to be like, okay, like, what do I like about him that he presents for himself that I don't think of that he does, or I don't want him to do? You know what I'm saying? Like, what is it that he does on his own that I don't?
That has nothing to do with
that has
what
nothing
my
to do with
desires
my
that
des-
I actually like. Okay,
exactly.
gotcha.
And it took me a while, even with
To find
anything.
something?
Yeah, not even to find something, but to like think about that. Like, why am I thinking of what I want him to do in my brain as the type of person I like? Like, because I like him for what he presents to me. Like, but like in my mind, like, this is what I would hope he would do. Like, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, it's that hope. That's the
Yeah.
problem. It's the hope that you think.
So we all have this person in
And
our
yeah.
head. And we find people to try to match that person
Yes.
as close as fucking possible.
Everybody has that person in their head. You are not alone. Like,
Yeah,
everybody
I
has that
definitely
person.
do.
And I realized, like, I even said something a couple episodes ago, like, I think that what the key is, like, I wrote a list of the type of man that I want.
Mhm.
But then I also wrote a list of the type of woman I want to be for my man.
Mm.
Because I thought that was important, because I'm like, I can't want X, Y, and Z in a person, and I'm not X, Y, and Z for them.
Gotcha.
That just cannot possibly work.
Mm.
Like, that cannot possibly flow well.
Mm.
So I feel like when I talk to a guy, right, like, if these things that pop up on my list are not there, then I already know they're not for me.
Mm.
Then I don't have to create this mental image of them doing the things that I would want them to do, because they're already not it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
they're presenting to me that they're already not that.
Yeah.
So I don't have to create this mental image in my head of this person doing this so that I can continue to like them. They're already not that person.
Do you feel like we all need to? Do you feel like we should, like, you know, adhere to the person in our head that we, and like kind of keep searching for that, or do you think that we should just let that go, period, and just fucking learn people and just let
I
it?
feel like
rock?
we should just learn people.
Let that
it
shit
rock.
go.
I just
Like,
feel like you should just let
whatever's
it
in your
flow.
head, just get that nigga the fuck
Yeah,
up out of there.
like-
Just like learn people for
Yeah,
real. See
I
you
think
might
your
like.
mind is really powerful. Our
Oh,
minds
no
are really
facts.
powerful.
Yeah, facts.
And I feel like our minds can really like deviate us,
Mhm.
throw us off track, make us think we want certain things.
Because the placebo
I feel like
effect, right?
yes,
Yeah,
placebo
yeah.
effect. But I think your mind is like your ego, like a different part of yourself that
Mhm.
you haven't yet like. Even if you have a like confronted it, like, it's still a very powerful person.
Mhm.
So like, you could tell yourself like, I don't like this person. Your mind's like, yeah, you do. Like, that's it. Like, yeah, you do. You do like them. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you could tell yourself, I'm not gonna like this person. Your mind's like, but you already do like them. Like, you know, it's just those little creep up moments
Yeah.
that you really just can't control sometimes. Where you have to, like, I guess, like, learn in the sense that, like, all right, like, look, I like this person likes me. I'm about to just flow with them. Whatever happens, happens. Whatever we discover about each other, we discover. Whatever we learn about each other, we learn. I'm not gonna let my mind take over what we have, because that's when, and for people like us who overthink a lot, that's when that overthinking comes in. Like, okay, like, I'm overthinking what he said, I'm overthinking what he did, or she did, or he said, she said, and it's like, I don't know if that's really like something that I want to get in myself into, but it's like, that's that overthinking shit. You just have to flow, because if it's meant for you, it'll happen.
Yeah, when you overthink shit, you probably think it into the worst.
The worst scenarios ever. I done made scenarios in my head that don't even make any fucking sense. Like, I don't even understand what the fuck happened. Like, I'm just like, yo, that would never really happen.
I done been down some shit. I done been in situations where, like, people have told me off rip before they got to know me, like, that they're skeptical of me. Like, imagine like, and that shit is weird to me, bro. Like, that's not
Yeah,
like,
that sounds
that's
odd.
very weird. Like, so why are you even gonna take the chance? Like, if you skeptical of me, nigga, just already believe what the fuck. And
Sometimes that shit is exciting. I'm not gonna lie. It's exciting to take a.
What the fuck is exciting? What?
It's exciting to take a chance on a nigga not knowing. Like, it's really just exciting because you're just like, yo, I don't even fucking know.
Did you hear her, bro? Because at the end of the shit, when they finally get to know the nigga that you talking about, and the niggas, now you just, you crazy, you feel like the nigga. What do you mean it's exciting? You just said, yo, y'all just want to have fun. This shit just gotta be dumb tight. What do you mean it's exciting? Women are just as chaotic as niggas. That's why to act like you're not.
Yo,
what do you mean it's exciting to take a chance on the nigga that you skeptical about?
Because
what the fuck? What are you talking about, bro?
Let me tell you.
It's just a risk. Fuck it.
Let me tell you, it's the risk, and I'm not gonna lie, it's exciting because you're like, yo, honestly, I don't know where the fuck this shit is about to go. But you're like, I'm excited to find out. I want to see what's gonna happen. Like, I want to see if I like him. I want to see if he likes me. Like,
but can you handle the worst case scenario that comes out?
That's the exciting part. You don't know. You don't fucking know. You don't fucking know. And that's the exciting part because you're gonna find out. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna find out.
My nigga, because you find out at somebody else's expense. Now you done found out I'm not who you want me to be, but you want to take the journey. You done found out this and that, and now you tight at me. Now you the victim, and I done told you what it was. I never told you to get to know me. You were skeptical off rip yourself. Yeah. If imagine somebody walk up to you, right? The first time they ever see you, they just walk up to you, they're like, yo, I fuck with you. I heard about you, but I'm skeptical of you. But I fuck with you, so I want to offer you a friendship. I just want to let you know, like, walk on eggshells, and I'm skeptical of you. But I fuck with you.
Okay.
How would you respond? If somebody said that to you off rip,
I'd be like, what the fuck?
I'd be like,
in the back of my head, I'd be like, I mean,
I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt. You know, I'm gonna fuck with you. I'm skeptical of you, but I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt. I'm gonna be like, yo, bro, benefit these nuts, bro. You can back up. Like, what do you mean? You're gonna give me the benefit of the doubt?
I would say, like, for that situation, and listen.
If you're skeptical of me, or if you're skeptical of anybody, like, you should not even, if you know you can't handle what the result of the whole situation is, leave them the fuck alone.
But the thing
but
is,
personally,
you don't know. That's exciting.
That's not, son. If you are skeptical of me as a person, I'm not even talking about relationship. Like, stay the fuck away from me, gangster. Like, dead ass.
Situation where, like, you're with a girl, like, whatever, and you, like, say, I'm just going off a tangent, but like, I've been in a situation where it's like, nigga was like, okay, like, we're smoking on a roof. Like, there's this one nigga, like, we're smoking on a roof. And we ended up having sex on the roof. I thought that was so exciting. I was like, what the fuck? Like, why are we having sex on a roof? Like, and he was just mad, like, random with it. And I realized after that point, like, shit that I don't know that's gonna happen is exciting to me.
I understand that. No, that's regular. That's normal. But if you have a bad feeling about someone.
No, bad feeling is different.
Okay, all right.
Skepticism is like, okay, like, I don't really know.
Skepticism and bad feelings kind of the same thing.
You think so?
A little bit, yeah.
I feel like if I'm skeptical, I'm just like, I might be hurt. Like, I might have been hurt in the past. So I'm like, you know what? I'm skeptical of the situation. Like,
is that not a bad feeling? That's literally a bad feeling.
But not really, because if I was hurt in the past, it means I'm projecting past shit onto you. Like, I might have been hurt in the past with the same situation. So I'm like, I'm a little skeptical about him because he's giving me a little bit of a vibe of the last thing I dealt with. So, I don't know. But I'm like, you know what? Let me fucking try it.
I've dated people, or I've also been cool with people who told me, yo, I was skeptical of you off rip from the beginning, or told me like why they, like, you know, I heard this about you off rip, and I'm skeptical.
Did it end bad? Did it go badly?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay.
But listen, if I'd known that you were skeptical about me from before you even knew me, I would have told you, like, bro, okay, yeah, that's cool. So you can stay over there. It's all good, my nigga. It's COVID anyway, so you feel me? Just mac over there. Like, I'm not gonna.
COVID anyway.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna. Like, bro, and then, like, why the fuck? Bro, it's people out there in the world that I'm going to look them in the eyes and it's going to recognize real. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it's people that I'm going to just bond with off rip.
Yeah.
Why am I going to give a slot to somebody who is giving me the benefit of the doubt? Why do I need the benefit of the doubt from anybody in the fucking world, my nigga? You feel me? Like, what are you talking about?
I get what you're saying.
It's just weird. But
I'm excited in the sense that, like, I just, like, I really, truly don't know.
Yeah, I was going off in a whole different direction.
I'm in that sense, because, like, sometimes I've been in a situation where I'm just, like, I don't know. Like,
but even then, that's not fair. You know why? Because, like, now the person that you're dealing with, now they're the villain regardless. If, you know what I'm saying, once you find out because you want to go on your little adventure.
But I feel like that's when reflection comes into key, because you have to reflect on yourself and be like, listen, I didn't really know what I was getting myself into, but, like, I did play a part. And I say this all the time, like, you have to ask yourself, what role did I play in this situation? Because everybody plays a role in a situation. It's never just that one person. It takes two to do a lot of things. So if you're a bad person. What role did I play into make you a bad person to me? Like, what role did I sit here and allow you to do that shit? Or, like, what role did I put myself in that you felt like you could do that to me? You feel me? Everybody plays a role in everything. And a lot of people are not free to admit that. Like, I played a role in this shit. Like, he's not the only villain. Like, I enabled this. Or, like, I told him he could do this. Because a lot of times, women enable a lot of shit. They allow a lot of shit. A lot of niggas do shit. Men, too. Allow a lot of women to do X, Y, and Z. And then be tight at the end. But look, you allowed this shit. So, not to say, like, that person is wrong, but like sometimes if you get somebody wings, they gonna fucking fly. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they're gonna fucking fly with that shit.
Real talk.
That's just
you gave them the fucking wings. It's human nature.
That's what
and now you mad at them because they flying with the wings that you gave them.
Come on now.
Like, what, I'm not supposed to soar?
Right,
I'm not supposed to jump off that building and fly? I got wings now, bitch. I'm out of here. I got wings.
Exactly. Like,
I'm gliding. You feel me? You gave me the wings. Now you mad because you gave me the wings.
Like, come on. You can't be tight about that. And a lot of people can't admit that shit. So that just goes back to like admitting and it's okay. We about to end soon. But like that just goes back to like, you know, admitting, like you said, comprehension and respect. Yeah. It just goes back to a lot of shit. But like overall, the message is to just be happy within yourself. Find happiness within yourself, even if it comes to friendships, relationships. Find yourself first.
Add to that, I honestly feel like people look at happiness in a way that they shouldn't be looking at happiness. Happiness is a 9 to 5. Okay. Why wouldn't it be? Happiness is like the most desirable feeling from the beginning of human existence. It's the feeling that every person Michael Myers, the most evil person in the world, wants to be happy.
He wanted his sister.
Everybody wants to be happy. He wants to kill that bitch and that would have made him happy. But he wanted happiness. He was looking for happiness. Everybody wants that feeling, and that's the most important feeling in the world. So why wouldn't it be something that you have to work at, like a job? Nigga, I want to get Aki. I got to do 50 push-ups every day.
Right.
I want to be happy. I have to take the time to look in the mirror and tell myself every single day. I have to write it down. This is my happiness routine.
Right. This is why
I want to be happy. Right. I got to look in the mirror every day and say, I'm enough. I'm good. This is not. I got to create a routine about, like, happiness is a job you have to work at. You can't just... All right, I woke up today. I'm not happy. I'll try again tomorrow. Go back to sleep. I'll smoke. You know what I'm saying? I'll do this. You have to work to be happy, bro. On some real shit, bro. Like, I feel like people don't understand that. They get into relationships not happy, thinking a relationship is, you know, what's gonna make them happy. It doesn't work. Like, you have to find happiness. Then after that, you find the person that you want to share your happiness with. That's the relationship, bro. You don't look for somebody because nobody could give that to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't. And we try to make somebody else give it to you. That puts pressure on them that they can't fucking handle. And you ruin.
And that's how you end up ruining that relationship and end up ruining that image you have of that person in your head.
It didn't even have to be ruined. It didn't. It could have been good. It could have been good,
but because you are expecting them to give you that happiness.
The one thing that they can't give you.
You're not that person's a bad.
Now it's fucked up.
Now they fucked up. Now they an enemy, and now they a bad person, and it can't be that way. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing. A lot of people, like I said, don't reflect within themselves and acknowledge that they are the ones that need to do that work. Which falls into like that spirituality shit, like just like doing mad shadow work, like just getting to know the person behind that shadow of yourself, getting to know that person deep down in between in your consciousness, in your ego, killing that ego part of yourself, because a lot of us strive through our ego, a lot of us move with our ego, a lot of us, you know, have these things about ourselves that only are present because we haven't fully got to know our true self. We haven't fully reached our authentic selves. And that just falls into a lot. Like, you know, you have to really just, I think reflection is really key. Like self-introspection, like just like really like every time you do shit, like, yo, like, is that me? Really, you know what I mean? Like I literally had this conversation with my brother the other day. Like I asked him, I was like, yo, bro, like I did some shit the other day and I hate when people do that shit. And I did it. Like, what you like why, like, what do you think? Like, why would I do some shit like that? And he was like, well, you know, like, think about that shit. Like, why did you do that shit? Like, what was it that was going on in that situation that made you feel like you had to do that shit? Like, or like, what was it that was going on that you feel like you had to be that person at that time? And I just really think to myself, like, yo, like, I literally fucking hate when people say shady little shit. And I did that shit. Like, I had to really think to myself, like, yo, bro. Like, why the fuck would you do that shit? And I had to really talk to myself, like, bro, like, what the fuck was you thinking? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, why would you do that X, Y, and Z? And I had to really talk to myself. And a lot of people don't really sit there and talk to themselves and try to figure out why they are doing and moving the certain way that they are moving in certain situations.
And why are people so scared of that, though? Why are people so scared of accountability? Why?
I think people are scared of accountability because it it could fall down to them being the bad person.
What's wrong with that though? You was the bad person before. Now you understand it. The only way to not be the bad person is to understand it over it.
People
they don't want to be the bad person at all.
They don't want to be a bad person. Not only do people not want to be a bad person, they don't want to acknowledge and admit that they were wrong. A lot of people have problems admitting that they were wrong. A lot of people have problems admitting I shouldn't have done that.
Yeah, and it's more common than not. Like most people feel like I'm gonna say 85% of people feel like, damn, I don't want to admit that I was wrong in that. I want to understand why do we feel that way? Like, you understand that feeling? Understand that you were wrong is a fucking breakthrough, because now you got somewhere to work from. Like, oh shit, damn, I did fuck up. I did say that.
Right.
Oh.
How do I move past that?
How do you move forward now? But if you always thinking, I ain't do that. You stuck right there. The niggas not understand that concept. Niggas don't put that shit together, bro. No. The only way to grow is to stop fronting on yourself. You have to acknowledge it. That's why a lot of people don't apologize. They feel like, you know what? Well, I was wrong, but she shouldn't have done that. But no, you were still wrong. It doesn't matter what she did. Yeah. And be that person for yourself. It don't matter. Don't think about her. Think about you. Because at the end of the day, when y'all leave, she gonna be her, and you gonna be you. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. She gonna do what she did with, and you still gonna be sitting here thinking about how the fact that you were wrong, but she did something. It don't matter what she did. And a lot of people always worry about what the other person did before thinking about what they did. I don't give a fuck what you did. Because what you did and how you live your life is going to be on you. I want to do this for me.
Yeah,
I want to apologize because I know if I apologize, that'll bring me and you in a different level. And I don't give a fuck what you did. You don't even have to be sorry. I'm sorry. And that's good for me.
Yeah, real shit.
You know what I'm saying?
I didn't apologize in situations where I realized I was wrong, and I got people getting tight at me because they realize that you just doing this for yourself, nigga. You doing a little self work, nigga. Fuck you, fuck your self work, nigga.
Because you feel like you want to help me. I
want to help myself.
But fuck that. I want to help myself.
I felt bad. Like, she was like, yo, nigga, you apologizing to yourself. You acknowledging you're doing your little self-work shit. You're not really sorry to me. And I'm like, what the hell? Man? You want to hate me, don't you? Like, what am I supposed to do? Like,
you just want to make me feel bad about myself.
Shit, like, I apologize. I'm admitting I was wrong. Right. Yes, it's helping me. I'm doing the self-work. But I mean, I'm
genuinely sorry. Yeah, like, I am genuinely
sorry. No, nigga, you're doing a little self-respect. Like, fuck you. You're not sorry. You're not going to take me back. Like, come on, man.
Like, all right. I don't know. I just feel like, I've learned a lot about myself. Like,
I like that though. I respect that about you.
Thank you.
Thank you. I admire that about you. Because,
thank you.
Like,
I appreciate that.
I'm gonna say something real misogynistic right now. Like, women just don't do it. I had to kind of.
No, yeah, it's true. Like, I had to really sit down with myself.
I despise accountability. Like, I hate that.
I think women despise it, but ladies, you already know what I'm gonna say. I think men despise that shit.
Nah, we love accountability. Men, we with it. Like, we rock with accountability. Accountability is my middle name. Feel me?
I had a conversation with a man that
women hate accountability, bro. They mad scared about that shit. They just tremble in the thought of it.
I think some do, but I feel like I had a conversation with a man. The man that I told you that said I helped him have a tough conversation, and I feel like he was not willing to be accountable about a lot of shit that he put me through. I feel like he was not willing to admit that he did these things because I feel
like you're lying. You're making this up.
I'm not. No, I feel like he was not willing to do that because I feel like if he did do that, he felt like he was the villain and he felt like he was the bad guy. But it wasn't necessarily to make him feel like the bad guy. It was to help him acknowledge that he is capable of doing these things to people.
Lack of accountability in women is one thing, but lack of accountability in men is disgusting, bro. You a bitch. I'm sorry. Like, nigga, you a fucking bitch, nigga. Say I was wrong, nigga. It takes so much courage to be like, yo, I was fucked up. I was wrong, nigga. Like, my fault. I didn't went up to niggas face to face, niggas that I care about. You my mans, bro.
Yeah.
And bro, I had a nigga who, this was my mans back in the day. I'm talking about we was homeless together, really looking for somewhere to stay for the night together. Like, we pop. And then he got into a situation where he was helping himself out. And I wasn't in that situation yet. You feel what I'm saying? So I kind of moved myself into his situation and kind of slowed him down a little bit. So he distanced himself from me. He didn't say anything to me. He didn't communicate. But, a couple months went by, nigga not hitting me up, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And then I hit his line like, yo, bro, like, you know what I'm saying? What's going on? Why you know what I'm saying? Because I care about you, bro. Like, you're my mans, nigga. Like, if you cut me off, I know it's because I'm doing something wrong. I want to figure out what the fuck I did wrong because I value you as a person. You're my fucking mans, nigga. Like, what did I do? Let's fix that shit. You feel me? Why am I going to say I'm going to cut you off and not fuck with you because I don't want to be wrong? Fuck being wrong or right, nigga. You my fucking mans, nigga. Like,
but that's how you know the difference between a real friend and someone who doesn't care, because a real friend will seek you out and be like, yo, bro, like, I could tell something's wrong, and I
Yeah.
could tell that I might be the person that
Yeah.
might have started this, and I want to know how I was wrong, and I want you
real
to tell me
talk,
how I
bro.
can fix it.
I asked that nigga, yo, please tell me what I did wrong. And my
Yeah.
phone cut you off,
If and the thing is, like, I had this conversation with one of my friends where she was like, talk to your X, Y, and Z, have that conversation with them. I said, if I have to tell this person what they did wrong for them to know it's wrong, I don't want to have that conversation. If they don't know what they did wrong, I don't give a fuck anymore.
I feel that.
You know what I'm
goes
saying?
like the balance. Like you gotta, like you can't be so one sided with that. You kind of have to have it.
No,
in the
you
middle.
have to have
But
that
people
balance.
just don't know sometimes. for
Sometimes
real.
people don't know, but sometimes people do. And I feel like
that's what you can't fuck.
That's
with.
what,
Facts,
and I feel like if I know that you know, because sometimes you can feel when the vibe is off. You can feel that. Like if you were friends with somebody and you like, this don't feel right. Like, you know what I'm saying? I feel it, and if I feel it, I know you fucking feel it. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And if you fucking feel it and you know you might be the reason, I shouldn't have to tell you that you're the reason.
Yeah.
You're supposed to be big enough to be like, you know what? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And if I have to tell you that means I have to force you to be my friend. I'm not doing that shit. If you can't figure that shit out by yourself, I'm not telling you. We're just not gonna be. We're never gonna get there.
That's that.
And that's that. I don't give a fuck. I'm never gonna tell you if you don't get it yourself. We're just gonna leave it the way where it's at.
Real
And
shit.
I'm never gonna have that conversation with you because I don't feel like I have to tell you how to be the type of person that you need to be
Real shit.
for me.
Real
I don't
shit.
have to tell you that.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
And your friends that you lock in with is like the real people that you need to be around.
They're gonna know.
They're gonna know that shit off.
They're
They're
gonna
gonna
know.
feel like.
They're gonna know. So if you don't know, that means you
Fuck
was
with
never
you.
there. You know what I'm saying? I
with
fuck with you
Fuck with
too.
you, bro. I fuck with you for real.
I fuck with you for real. Like, I'm dead ass. Like, that shit is real, like, shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I've learned a lot. Like, I've had a lot of friends that inspired me, motivated me, told me some shit that I wasn't ready for. But sometimes you need to hear that shit. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you need to hear that shit. But it's not, like I said, and the book taught me that. It's not about what you say. It's how you say it. It's always about how you say it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I don't know. About to wrap this shit up, though. Episode 23. We done talked about a lot of shit. We went off tangent. Niggas talked about Eminem and 50 Cent. Actually, I don't know if we talked about 50 Cent, but we talked about 50 Cent. But 50 Cent's fire too.
That nigga, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I wanted to be 50 when I was 9, bro. I couldn't be Spider-Man because I knew I can't get superpowers. So then I was like, 50 Cent. 50 Cent.
I'm not gonna lie, 50 Cent been going crazy the last
White
couple
do-rags.
years though. He's very, very he's very kind of rude in a sense, but like it's not rude. It's just like he kind of just don't give
Like
a fuck.
50 always been that nigga. It's just social media. It's just
Yeah.
like Meek Mill. Meek Mill, like niggas fry Meek Mill on social media. I wish I'd never seen a Meek Mill tweet in my life. I wish he never had social media because he doesn't ruin this image of himself to me, son.
He comments too much on Justin LA Boy shit for him to be relevant.
But he's like, if you like, that is a hood nigga
Oh,
trying
no, yeah.
his best to be on social media.
No, yeah,
like,
he-
leave it alone, bro.
He's definitely a hood nigga
You
for
feel me?
fact.
Like,
But yeah, no, like we talked about mad shit.
yeah.
Shout out to Eminem. Shout out to Nas, Jadakiss, Jay-Z. You
50.
know what I'm saying? Kanye, 50, all of them, Drake. Shout out to relationships out there that are healthy because they both were happy separately and then brought it together as a conjoined
I did it
combination.
right. I did it right.
Yeah, I did it fucking right. I don't know what y'all doing, but pass that juice along to us because we need it.
YouTube comments, the Twitter comments, the Instagram comments, whatever. Just,
Nah, Twitter is
like,
I really
yeah,
haven't
yeah.
been on Twitter for a year.
Yo,
Like,
I've
I
been
just,
Twitter sucks.
Twitter
Twitter's the
is
worst place ever.
toxic as
Twitter,
fuck.
like you cannot, bro. I didn't felt like my heart. Like you're not supposed to like scroll down the app in the morning.
And see your whole heart on that shit.
And you should not. Your heart should not be racing. You know, like you.
Yo.
That's just not a feeling that you should have scrolling through something in the morning.
That like I'm not gonna lie, y'all ruin a lot of shit. I did not watch shows that go on Twitter. Y'all get around the whole shit. Like I didn't even get to watch the 1 minute of it.
You see you?
Nah, I don't even want. If I go on Twitter, I find out the whole shit. I don't even need to watch it.
Yeah.
I watched season 1 and a little bit of season 2. I didn't watch season 3, but I know the bitch died, so it don't matter.
Okay, so I want to tell everybody out there that did see you. I feel like people like Sherry are worse than Love. I just want to put that out there. Like
Sherry. I don't know
Sherry's
who
just
Sherry
a fake
is.
bitch, and then Love is like the psycho murderer. But I feel like the psycho murderer. I didn't like the fake bitch more. I like the psycho murderer more than I like the fake bitch.
Is Love the fake bitch?
No, Love was the psycho murderer.
Okay.
She was, Joe?
Joe was her-
Joe was
that was
like the
married.
murderer of the whole shit.
Yeah.
You feel me? And then she married somebody who's really, really about it. Like
Love.
she's a killer.
Yeah.
In the 3rd season, she meets like a friend who's just really fake. You know, those people that smile in your face.
Oh yeah.
I hate that. Like that shit make me like
It
it make
makes
my
you,
skin
like,
crawl.
skin-
Like, all right, I know this bitch. She's a psycho murderer. She's gonna stab me in my neck.
Right. But
I
this-
know that. This
right.
other bitch, I don't know you. I don't know what you want. Like, why you smiling in my face talking like I don't like you fake people.
Yeah,
That's
I
my
felt
point.
you. And I said that on my last show. Like I'm just too genuine to be.
Yeah, I
fake.
can't. You feel
Like
me?
I can't do it. Like if I'm gonna be fake, like I'm gonna just distance myself. Like I can't be fake. Like I can't do it. But like episode 23. Thank you to my guests.
Nah, fuck that. You say fuck that shit. You say that shit. You either go butcher it or get it right. Yeah, all eyes on you.
Schwabe. I was gonna say Schwab. Schwabe, I fuck with my guest Schwabe. Thank you for coming on and having this dope ass conversation. Like, this was fire. Like, we talked about mad fucking shit. Zania was paying attention this time. If y'all know Zania's my cameraman, she's paying attention this time. I hope no clips is missing. Sometimes I'll be going home and I be editing and I'll be like, this fucking bitch. Like,
that happens. I want to say that I'd be honored to do this again if you ever want to do it again.
Of course, yo.
I'm honored that I was here today. For me, like I'm very grateful.
Oh, that makes me
fun
feel so happy.
Shit, for me, like, come on, we chopped it up. Like, I could have been in my crib, like smoking.
Facts. Like, we chopped it up. He didn't smoke because he said if he smoked, he'd be chatting. And y'all know I don't smoke weed no more, so good thing because I would have been fucking chatting too. So thank you, Schwabe, for coming on episode 23. Thank you guys for tuning into us, episode 23 of Uncomfortable. Like, comment, subscribe. We're available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and YouTube. So make sure y'all tune in and thank you for fucking with the kid.
Talking.
Feel me?